What's up? What's up, everybody? How you guys doing?
Hey.
Welcome to another episode of The Gods Cancelled, episode 9. Who wants to be a millionaire? With me and the homie FChamp. FChamp, how you doing?
What's good? What's good, man? Doing good.
That's pretty good.
Just, chilling.
Yeah, I wanted to talk yesterday, but I had some stuff to do. Not very fun stuff, but stuff nonetheless. So here we are today. But yeah, honestly, like we could just jump straight into it. There's a lot of news, The episode is called "Who Wants to Be a Millionaire," right? So obviously, we're going to be talking about the Capcom Cup money. We're going to be talking about the Capcom Cup results, the Evo announcements, and some more stuff. So yeah, let's just jump straight into it. I guess the first things first is we can talk about the the E-League team tournament with the winners.
E-League?
I mean,
E-League?
yeah.
Shit.
I mean, we goof it up, man. But the Capcom Cup team tournament champions, Good 8 squad. I've never even heard of those guys. Have you ever heard of that sponsor?
I don't think it's all sponsored name teams. So in Japan, they just call themselves certain things.
Oh, I
then,
didn't know how that works.
Yeah, like I think Tokido's team is sponsored because he's sponsored by Ryoto or something. Forgot exactly. Apologize, Tokido. But like some other guys there, they just call their team, their crew that, Yeah.
Okay. So they were just called the Good 8 squad.
It's kind of like, okay, in Street Fighter League, you got a UYU team, right? But then you got other teams there that's not necessarily all of like CLG, obviously. Then you got Panic Global before, but then not every team there is essentially fully sponsored, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they did get a nice check of $80,000, $20,000 split between Kawano, Maneater, Dogura, Gachikun, and Pugera. I actually did not, because I wanted to focus on the singles. I watched Capcom Cup, but this, let's just be real, that's mad days. That's a lot of days to focus on Street Fighter.
One week.
One whole week. How much did you watch?
I would say I watch about 30%. And obviously, I was watching it every day, but not the whole show, right? Like, them say, like, oh, let me see a match. And then, like, I'll do my thing. And then I was like, just read the event hubs a little bit, and then check it out maybe again tomorrow or something. And then there's going to be a few highlight matches that I'm going to see. Oh, yeah, who's this guy? And then I was like, who the fuck are these players? How'd they qualify? What the fuck? And then I was like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not saying, like, if you get hurt what I'm saying, then, that means like, you just didn't belong there, okay? So I was just, like, saying, like, who the fuck are these bums, I was, like, thinking like that. Like, I was like, and then I was thinking, how the fuck these motherfuckers qualify? Because, like, I remember the Capcom Cups that I qualified in. We got 32 players. Maybe 27 were Japan, okay? Okay? Like, it's cutthroat action.
It is kind of crazy. Like, the amount... I will forever never understand how they decided that this was going to be the system. But of course, it made for some interesting matches, right? If we're gonna be completely honest, if this was the perfect Capcom Cup, right? Just like you said, how many of the spots would be taken by Japan? Like,
fucking 75% for sure, bro. Look, think about this. In Japan, they have like what 2 or 3 qualifiers or something. Let's just say 4. Let's just be generous. I'm not sure. So 4 out of 48 would be Japan. Like, bro, Japan is so insane in Street Fighter that Tokido, Gachikun, which is the Capcom Cup champion, Tokido, Evo champion, fucking probably the greatest of all time, let's just say. Daigo, all these guys, Bonchan, Evo champion, Furo, who's like always there, Fujimura. They didn't qualify Capcom Cup because there's only goddamn fucking 3-4 spots.
Yeah. do you? So obviously the argument is you got to grow the other regions, right? Give everyone a
absolutely.
quote unquote equal chance. Now, the question that presents itself is it really equal?
So when you said equal chance, everybody has equal chance because everybody can go to any tournament if they choose to. It's not like everybody is sponsored.
No,
People
I
go
mean
there
as in
because they want to compete.
the region lock. Uh,
I don't agree in the region lock, but I don't think it will ever change. I think it's just gonna be like that. It's just gonna get softer and softer and softer. Like, it's just fucking crazy. You got the best region, Japan. They get punished because they're the best region, so they just put fucking 2 players or 3, whatever. I don't know. But then you got other regions out there. I'm not gonna name them because I don't want them to get fucking all Garfield up. But they got guaranteed spots for certain regions. I'm not saying they're not good, but they're not better.
yeah,
Okay, okay, that's what I'm saying.
No
They're
matter
good,
no matter how you want to slice it, right? No matter how, like it would be different, right? If like a random region came through and got top 3, right? Then you'd be okay, well now you might have an argument. But if it's always the same thing, no matter how much love you want to give to other places, it is what it is, right? Like, come on,
sure.
like if you want the best, you have to show the best. Like the best has to be there, all right? But you know what? That's neither here nor there. I don't know how they're gonna run it for next year, but you know,
like that.
I think it might be the same. So
it's gonna be like that. It's still gonna be. It's probably just gonna be like gonna gift you a spot or something at this point. Like it's just fucking crazy because like the Capcom Cups that the qualification process before was cutthroat. Like imagine Infiltration winning, then fucking Taquito wins. It don't matter. They can still attend the event and win again. Okay, and then everybody else would have to like just be satisfied with the crumbs of points. Okay, straight up point system, right?
They're definitely gonna
like
come
shit.
through.
I need to get 10th place at least, right? I need to get 5th place so I can get 6 points or something. Meanwhile, because fucking Taquito and Infiltration hogged the whole 128 points, you know? It was so insane before. And every event mattered, right? Every event mattered. So everybody was traveling in a certain extent because that's how you qualify. Now, I'd be like, I don't have to go to the other tournaments anymore because they're region locked.
At home.
They're region locked, right? If ever, you're actually limiting the chances for the good players to qualify and increasing the chances of the not so good players to qualify. If that makes sense. Because like before, every tournament is basically kind of like an Evo top 8, right? Or top 16. It could be, right? Because every top 8 of every tournament had fucking Taquito, fucking Punk, let's say, Justin or Ricky, let's just say, or fucking Men RD or Punk, Item, you know what I mean? Like, or Momochi, everybody, Fudo, everybody was stacked. So you have to swim through that bitch all the way through, you know? Now, if I just say, well, what if I actually exercise my Filipino blood and just be like, oh, I'm a Filipino citizen now?
Dog, that would be funny as hell. There's just like a random, like, Filipino...
I'm Filipino now.
Qualifier.
Okay. And nobody can call me a fraud because I'm goddamn fucking Filipino champ, right? So and then qualifies Filipino. So okay, well guys, look, you know, I qualify in my region.
Right.
I don't know.
Can I play? Can I actually play for Puerto Ricans? I mean, I'll go to Puerto Rico and it'll be me, Mena, and PR Rog fighting for a spot.
And then Puerto Rico, yeah. So you would have an easier time. You have a better chance qualifying in Puerto Rico than you qualifying in California region, right? Because in California, it will be super stacked. Not only, like, we have to share. Imagine in whole California, is it, like, NorCal shares with what? NorCal shares a spot with who? Maybe Seattle and Canada, and we only have 2 spots. So in NorCal, I have to share the spot with Ricky, me, Snake Eyes, K-Brad, Pierre Rog, Mikey, fucking Nephew, and all the potential new cats, Justin as well, two
Damn,
spots. So all of us are gonna be salty. Not to mention, there's so many talented players in NorCal too. Julio as well. So like, we're fucked. So now I'm Filipino, baby.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm
Right?
Filipino.
I'm going to Italy, and I'm a qualify over there.
Yeah, I'm Filipino. So like a qualify in the Philippines maybe or something.
But yes,
And it would be easier for me to qualify if it was Southeast Asia region. It would be easier because it's just me and CN.
Yeah.
Right? It was like, okay, there's 2 spots. Okay, CN, I'll take the first one. You take the second one.
I'll take the first one. Yo, come on, man. Yo, let me get that spot, man. Come on, you're good enough, yo. You can win.
Nope, taking the first one.
But yeah,
you know what I mean?
Talk about swimming. What do you think about that LCQ? There was some heads there. But what's even funnier than that is just like what you were saying, right? There's just too many good players that aren't at Capcom Cup, that haven't qualified. So, but by that logic, what's insane is some people just opted out. They're like, I'm not going over there. I'm not flying to the LCQ to swim with the sharks. Like,
prime example is Fudo and Fujimura, which is 2 of the greatest Street Fighter 5 players, definitely in the top 10, right? They didn't go. Like, fuck that.
Yup, we are not wasting our time. And it's funny too, right? Because that's in New York. I mean, freaking New York. SoCal. I definitely was like, I'm not going over there. They're like, yo, you really? Like, you know, maybe you could upset a person. What the hell does that mean? If I have 0 chance of qualifying, I'm not wasting my time to beat someone good. Like, that's just a waste of time. There's too many good players. Too many good players.
Let's say you're the greatest Street Fighter 5 player of all time and has won Evo as well in Street Fighter 5. And then you're going to do actually, there was 2 of them. Problem X and Tokido, actually, in a Capcom Cup champion, which is Gachikun, in the last chance qualifier, because the region was fucked, right? Because there's only like 2 or 3 or 4 spots available for them to qualify. What do you think is the percentage of their odds qualifying? It's probably like 5%.
Definitely like 10 tops. 10% tops.
On a good day. That's you playing at your absolute peak. That's the odds of you fucking qualifying
and
that's getting out.
That's you making top 3 and still losing.
Yes. That's how hard it is. They got Nemo.
I mean, Kichipamu tried his best. My man was on fire. None of that mattered because the amazing and YOLO, like, let's be real, I didn't know who this guy was. Zen.
Nobody did though.
Nobody.
But he's good.
Zen.
He's good.
The Bison player.
He's so good.
Jesus Christ. I didn't believe it. He played amazing. It was absolutely amazing, and he completely earned his spot. Honestly, whoever won that completely earned their spot.
Yeah, earned it for sure. Earned it. They should have gave him a fucking medal too.
He actually should have got a medal.
Way 100%. harder. Way harder to qualify in that bitch. Like, he's so good, and not to mention the way he won all those games, all the way even to the fucking finals to get to the finals was clean. He didn't random anybody out.
He was clean. I really enjoyed his play. I didn't expect it. You know, of course, I would have liked the homie, Problem X with his Bison to make it, but I'm glad of what I saw. That LCQ was definitely something. But it's also funny, Chris T leaving the LCQ, and they didn't even what was it? They just left it at 7 people, right?
That's his prerogative. Yeah.
That's actually funny, yo. Shout out to Chris T. My man made top 8 and was like, peace.
16, top 16.
Oh, top 16, right.
Yeah.
He definitely was just like, I'm not about to do that. But you know what? He got his own priorities, and
he got work. Man, he ain't about to take a week off for a chance.
A week off for a chance.
Yeah, what the fuck? Yeah.
But also, speaking of another person leaving, Ceroblast left and was replaced by what's the Fang player?
Yeah. I
But
know what you mean.
actually, didn't he upset someone? And now that I think about it, like Morty. There you go.
Yeah. A lot of those guys are pretty. Got some real setups now. They're pretty good. You know, all those guys.
Oh,
Like, there's gonna be a lot of obviously fighting Fang is kind of hard because there's not a lot of knowledge for the opposing player. You know.
yeah, there were
So they get away.
Three
Yeah.
fangs in Capcom Cup.
And a lot of bums. and it's not the Fang players. The Fang players are pretty good. You know, they got their shit together. I'm talking like the rest. The other motherfuckers who I was like, how the fuck did you qualify? Wait, who the fuck are you?
Yeah,
Like,
what's
you
really
know what I'm
interesting
saying?
is that like, I don't want to say this, but just to be as real as humanly possible, there were some buys. There were some buys in certain people's pools, like,
Mhm.
but like another thing, right, that I wanted to mention with Capcom Cup and the LCQ is Punk. The one person who
One of my favorites.
the one person who didn't make it, and what's very interesting about Punk is it looked like he just didn't want to play.
Mm.
And it's really sad to see. Like, of course, he's been playing a lot of games. I've seen him, saying he wants to be, a really good DBFZ player, really good Marble player, a really good DNF player when that came out. I don't know what was going on with him, but the Cody pick in a mirror match, the playing on a hitbox, there was definitely just some stuff. It didn't look, to my standard, right, to my totem of Punk's performance. It just wasn't there, and it sucks to see that. Maybe he just didn't care anymore.
I understand though. I understand. Like, he could be in the phase that he was just tired of Street Fighter. Like, some of us got it early, he got it late. That, he was just tired of Street Fighter. Also, he's won the most majors out of any Street Fighter player. Okay? Won the most majors, placed the most. Sure, he didn't win EVO or Capcom Cup, but he got second in both of them. I mean, I feel like that deserves credit. Getting second at the biggest tournaments is a plus, not a minus. Okay, this is not like basketball. If you lose the finals, people count it as a loss. Like that's a win. Like, sure, you didn't get the full championship, but if you get second in the major, that's a big deal. I don't have a lot of seconds though. I have a lot of firsts, but I have a lot of thirds. I don't have second places. This is what's crazy. And the second places is really, really important to have. But like, second place is a plus. Don't get it twisted. Like, you get credit for getting second. But like, Punk is considered as like the best player from 2017 all the way until 2022, early 2022. Been the best player, won everything, placed everything. Remember when he was winning these tournaments with the newly released characters, bro?
Yeah, and that's like it goes back to my point, like,
too good, good.
He is so good. Just to see him go out that way, it was definitely an ugly way to go out, especially if you're gonna close the book. Like, this is it, boom, the book is closed. It's not like Marvel where you could bring it back. Street Fighter 5.
That's it.
I might just toss it out there. It ain't coming back.
That's the last one.
That's it. It's over. This was it. Capcom Cup 2023. This was it. And like, again, I just wish I could have seen some more. But that leads us to our next question, a very important question of the night. Who is the best Street Fighter 5 player? My vote, literally, and it's because of one day. One day,
okay.
one weekend.
I have a question to you before you answer your own question, I guess. Like, I have a question just for the technicality. You said the best or the greatest? Because that's two different things. Because you say the best is currently who's the best player now. But I'm talking, if it's a question, is the greatest of all time for the game? So yeah. Tell me, what's the question?
You know what? Screw it. The greatest.
Okay, the greatest. All right. Okay, you go.
I'm still gonna put Mena. I would put Mena because
Number one?
as number one, and for a couple reasons. One, he came out of nowhere. Dominican Republic. DR, a kid who came out of nowhere. Yeah, you know.
All credit.
I had a conversation with him one time, right? When Lap Chi from Canada Cup sponsored us both to go to an event, I think.
So good.
I'm not too sure. I feel like he sponsored Mena, but regardless, we're eating dinner, and Mena's talking to me, right? And this was before his like big shine. And he's just like, Chris, like, why don't you want to be the best? It's like he just keeps telling me this like over and over. He's like you could be better. You could be better and blah blah blah. Like I could see the passion.
What year is this? What year is this?
This was 20. This was like literally like SCR. Like
What year is this?
Of that year where he first came down. I forgot. It must have been like 2017, I think.
Or 2016.
I forgot. So it was a long time ago.
So
Like,
he's telling. Hold up. So he's telling ChrisG, why do you want to be the best when you won Evo that year when you're clearly the best?
Oh no. This was when I was focusing on Street Fighter.
Oh, you mean in Street Fighter?
Yeah, Street Fighter 5.
I see.
And so we're just talking, and I could see
How
I could see how much he really wants to make it happen, right? And again, like you have to understand, he didn't have the most opportunities. Right?
Yeah. Dude,
so
this is all credit.
So we're watching this guy, this kid.
Oh, good.
Try to go to as many tournaments as he can. Obviously, he can't go to as many as us, but he's making it to as many as he can, right?
Yeah.
So when I saw him in the first Capcom Cup, right, where he won, I actually said it. I was like, Mena's gonna win this, and they're like, "Yo, for real? Like, there's no way he's gonna win." And I'm like, "No, you don't understand. Mena's the future. He's the future of this game. He's gonna win." And boom,
yeah, he was gonna win that.
He won.
He was gonna win that one. The first one because his bracket was so good because he will kill Itazan with Birdie versus Zangief, and then he just had to beat Takedo. Everybody else would be free, right? So we knew, So he was doing good, but obviously beating Takedo is not an easy task. Yeah. So he gets mad credit, and he won Capcom Cup 2017 when it was by far one of the hardest, if not the hardest tournament. Okay, of getting to qualify for that Capcom Cup,
and with a character that people didn't even really understand still. So it's like all that. You got to give the guy credit, and he was always consistent. Yeah, he didn't win everything, but he was always consistent. And now, boom! Like if obviously we would have mentioned him as the top 10, right? He's in there. He's in the top 10. But I mean, this weekend it solidified it.
And you can't be wrong, and you won't be wrong in that one.
So my vote goes to Mena. What about you?
No, just give me your top 3 or top 5.
Oh, top 5. All right, so
of all time.
Top 5: Mena, Tokido, Item, Punk. Damn, the 5th.
Okay, you can put Knuckle Dew. You can put Infiltration. You can put Bonchan because he won Evo, Problem X, Fujimura, and Fudo. That's basically it. Right?
I would put Infiltration. Honestly, I would put Infiltration, but I think I might have to give it to. Damn. Fujimura. But then he quit too. Damn, like
man, he didn't quit.
Or he stopped playing like as much.
He stopped playing 2021, bro. Come on, that's not stopping. That's not really quitting. I'm sorry, but that he did. It's like he did it for the first 5 years. That's pretty good already.
Screw it. Yeah. Screw it. I'm gonna put an Infiltration. Why? Because he
not a bad one.
Because he only is out because of technicality. We already know. We already know how good he is. We already know how much he can still win.
Infiltration for sure.
We already know he would have been in their Capcom Cup. Like let's not sugarcoat anything. He's top
so
5 no matter
good.
what. He's top 5. It don't matter.
No man infiltration won Evo in Street Fighter 5, goes to Japan 2017, then wins Evo Japan. Mind you, you know, like winning Evo Japan Street Fighter, how crazy and hard is that tournament? Like, okay, like you think Evo, normal Evo is hard, right? For Street Fighter, it is hard because there's so many different players from different regions. But then we all know Japan is the best region. You go to Japan, Evo Japan, you win Street Fighter, bro. That is insane. Like you're talking about over 2,000 players playing, and all like 95% is Japanese, and all of them are really fucking good. A bunch of problems. It was a sweat to get out of pools. Fucking Takedo lost in pools.
Infiltration's
Like that's how crazy it is. Okay, so this is rough. Okay, so let me see. My top 5 of all time.
Well, first start with who do you think is the greatest?
Okay, so my greatest would be Takedo.
Okay, of course. No one can deny that either.
I would have put Mena before he won Capcom Cup. He was definitely in the top 10 from like 7, 8, 9, 10, anywhere you put him, right? Okay, so I put Takedo as number 1 of all time. Okay, my reasoning is that he did win Evo. He got second at Capcom Cup to Mena, right? And then he got second at Evo again. He losing to Problem X. And on top of all of that, he's won so much, probably number 2 most wins in majors and highest placing of all time.
That guy's a monster, man.
Super monster. So I put Takedo as the greatest of all time. But then number 2, you can argue between Punk or Mena RD. But for the sake of it, we have to put Mena RD just because he won the hardest Capcom Cup or second hardest, whatever you want to call it. The weight of that tournament was insane. And then him winning this one was insane too as well because nobody has ever done it. So he gets to number 2 instantly. It's a big jump. Then this one's quite controversial for some people just because Punk didn't win an Evo or a Capcom Cup, but he did get second in both of them. But then he's won the most majors in Street Fighter history, Street Fighter 5 history, right? And not on his dominance. So there's this thing like consistency, right? Like this say NYChrisg, like always consistent. I was consistent. Justin was consistent. Marvel 3, let's just say. But then there's this era of dominance. So it's like I had mine, NYChrisg had his, then he had Justin, then it was shared, then it was Chris. Right, there was the era of dominance. Okay, so that's how you quantify somebody's greatness. For instance, Punk's like era of dominance was so long, bro. It was like 2017 to 2021, end of 2021, 2022, something like that. Then sure, he lost like a few tournaments here and there, but then he's won most of them and was washing Capcom Cup champions with his 8th character.
Left and right.
Left and right. So the level of dominance is so insane. The peak has never been seen, ever happened to a Street Fighter game, okay, mind you. So he gets that. So I do think it was like number 1 Takedo, Punk or Mena RD. You could swap them around. Then I put fucking... this is hard, but I will put Infiltration because Infiltration is just
before
insane.
Idom?
And then Idom. But Idom has what is that? Okay, I know Idom won Capcom Cup, right?
Yeah.
Got second Evo, so that's kind of insane. So you could put, I guess you could put Idom, Infiltration, swap, whatever. But that's my list.
I mean, honestly, we got the same list, just different order.
Yeah, but then Daigo, out of love, I'll put him in number 69, baby. Just kidding. No, just kidding. Like Daigo, I don't know why, but he's so good, but it's just not that good, right? But he's
Bonchan
obviously the
10,
GOAT.
Bonchan top 10, you know.
Daigo's so good. I love watching him.
Kawano, even though he also kind of came out of nowhere, top 10, obviously. He still got an Evo win.
Yeah, insane. So good.
And then, of course, the rest of them, right? Fudo, Fujimura, you know, all of them.
Angry Bird, Big Bird is there. Problem X. Yeah.
See, like those are definitely like top 10. They're in there. You know,
Knuckle Dew,
of course. You see, and that's the thing, right? That's why, like, I wanted to be able, like, I honestly think that if Punk would have made like top 5, I think I would have probably put him as the best. You know, like
Yeah.
But like that performance was just oof. You know, and like again, like the conversation is going to happen. The game is done.
Mm-hmm.
Who's the best at Street Fighter 5? Like,
Yeah,
can we for like as a definite answer, can we say Punk? And like honestly, you can't. As much as you want to, as much as I want to say that Punk is the best, man. But you know what?
Yeah.
You know what? Also, though, what do you think if Zen would have won? If he would have had the Cinderella story all the way random, and this was his first international tournament.
That would not be as new though. Come on, but it's impressive. Not new because Man RD did that.
Wait, did he?
No, like I'm saying, like sure he was traveling here and there, but
no,
when he
apparently
got the Capcom Cup, he had a run.
Oh yeah, but that's the thing. Zen started from LCQ, and
that's insane too. That's
his first international tournament. So
that's not insane. That's insane. Yeah.
So he literally came from the middle of nowhere, showed up to LCQ, won the LCQ, and made it all the way to grand finals.
And he took out names, bro, left and right. Insane. What an amazing run. The thing is, though, Chris, like, we all know he's ridiculous, right? There's nobody in their right minds would ever talk shit about his performance. It's fucking insane. One of the best performances of all time.
Do you think we would have to put him on, like, just, like if there was, like, a top 20 list, if he won Capcom Cup, would you throw him in there?
No.
I feel like I might. I feel like I
okay,
might.
that's one day. That's one day, bro.
One day.
We're talking of all time.
I might. Because you know why? That would have been the greatest run of all time.
Yes, sure, but not within the greatest
I would have threw him in there. List. I would have threw him in there, man. I would have did it. Yeah.
That's like somebody was like, imagine like somebody was playing basketball and they subbed him in for his first fucking game because everybody got injured in the team. And
and dropped 50. He dropped 50.
No, 150 points for one game. Right? Like you call him better than Michael Jordan? All of a sudden?
No, I'm saying he would be top 20. I'd put him in there like instantly. Because that's unheard of. That's literally...
No.
Okay, actually, another name. Ending Walker. Where do you put him?
Oh, he's definitely outside of the... Okay, when I say Jen and Ending Walker, right? This is no knock. They're absolutely insane talents. Because there's people out there who's born to play fighting games. There's that gene. I don't know what it is, but there's some people who just fucking understands fighting games instantly and they just excel. Right? A lot faster than other people, right? So there's that, I would say, talent, right? You know, whatever. And those people, their potential is uncapped, right? There's a lot of players out there whose potential is uncapped. The thing is, are they going to reach their full potential or are they going to, like, just be one of the top 16 guys? Are you going to be a top 16 guys or are you going to be the top 5 guys? You know what I'm saying? Like, so there's nobody really a number 1, right, in general. But like sure, there will be one, like the greatest, sure. But like, you know, within the top 5 realm, the top 5 guys can take out each other at any point, right?
Yeah, literally at any point.
Yeah, at any point. So I'm saying, like, are they going to reach their full potential or are they just going to be like one of the top 16 guys? Because that's hard.
Street Fighter 6 is a very, very different game. You know, so obviously Ending Walker is really young. As young as can be. I don't even know if he's 18, 19 maybe, I don't know. But
so talented. Yeah.
So it's like I want to see. Imagine if, you know, if he would have had more time ending at 16. All right. Imagine if he would have had more time. Imagine if if Street Fighter was going on for another year. If Street Fighter 5. I wonder how much damage he could do. But
I wonder, Chris, if you're now in this business of saying I wonder if Marvel 3 was just released in 2022.
Look, it's not like the game died and came back. I'm just saying it's still the run of the game. It's still at every major, it's still everything. You know, so the big names are still gonna be playing Street Fighter no matter what. You know, it's not like that changes. But I mean, speaking of Street Fighter 6 and some announcements. Episode 9, Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? What you think about that announcement?
I think it was great. So let me just give you what I think about this. Like, obviously, I said I was going to play Street Fighter 6 because there's Dawson, but I made that decision before I knew about the price, and I never really play fighting games because of the money. The money is just a bonus on top of it. I'm happy that I was one of the people who made quite a few, but I never play fighting games because of the money. Money's just secondary. It's just a bonus if you win. But the good thing about announcing $1 million, $2 million prize, prize pool for a game is the sponsorship deals that you can get out of that is going to be insane because usually it's scaled towards that. Okay, like for example, like Dota, League of Legends, they have like 38 million, 40 million prize pool. So the salary of the top players are like 200K a year, right? 250, 175 for top 50 guy. But so it scales down to that, like usually. So the salary of sponsorship, if you're a top 20, 15, 10, 8 guy, it's gonna be insanity. Insanity, bro. So that's what is exciting about that, because you do not want to play Street Fighter 6 because you're aiming for that $1 million. That's
obviously you're just wasting time, and now
wasting.
You're gonna be a pop monster for me to train on doing combos against. You don't
do that.
You're gonna be that guy that we just lab monster on. So yeah, definitely don't play a game for money. But at the same time, right? What do you think about the pressure that puts on other games and developers? Because to me, right, and I've mentioned this a bunch of times, I think most games will disappear off the face of the earth. When Street Fighter 6 drops, and everybody's gonna be gunning, right? And I'm not even talking about the money, just gunning for the competition, gunning for that main game spotlight again. Right? So it's Street Fighter will now become the most important game again. All right?
We don't know that yet, Chris.
Come on,
Tekken 8.
That's next
MK
year.
12.
That's next year. Well, we'll talk about MK.
12.
We'll talk about MK later. But that's not for Evo.
You think they're gonna put $1 million? You think they're not gonna put $1 million too, bro? You think they're gonna just let up? They're putting millions.
Look, we don't know, but this is why I said that pressure is on. The pressure is on. Why? Because think about it, right? I'm gonna throw this game out there, sad as it is. Skullgirls, Sonic Fox winning 1,400. Is that fair? I don't think so. All right, so I mean, let's be real. That money that's life changing. Okay. That's more than life changing. That's and again, when it comes to sponsors and stuff, they also want to see that there is something to be won, something to be made.
Oh yeah,
money
for sure.
to be made.
No, for sure.
So,
but let me ask you about the Skullgirls. Name another player aside from Deckle Sage and Sonic Fox.
Wait, what you said?
Name another top player in Skullgirls.
Come on, man.
I'm asking you.
I plead the fifth.
Oh, okay.
I plead the fifth.
So $20 is worth it. All right, that's all I'm saying. Obviously, those guys are like super talented, super amazing in all the games that they played. Okay, they're not knocking them down. I'm knocking on do you know anybody else? Okay, maybe the third best player is Mike Z, but he made the game. That don't count. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying.
No.
Right? Okay, you say Smash, right? Name another top player aside from Hungry Box, Leffen, and all these guys. Armada, right? It's so easy.
Yeah,
right?
Definitely. You got a list.
So what they're getting is unfair, and the numbers they're putting up, whatever the players are getting, is unfair. Right, so that's what I'm saying. With Skullgirls, I can't name. I barely fucking remember Deckle Sage, and he's amazing.
Yeah. Well, look. Yeah. I just wanted to throw that out for comparison. You know, because at the same time, right? I like Skullgirls too. I like seeing, you know, people get okey doked by 17 different mix-ups back to back to back.
Mm-hmm.
But none of that matters when Street Fighter 6 comes out. None of that matters. And now for the other games, right? Like there's going to be a lot of companies that are going to be put on the spot, right?
Yeah, for sure.
SNK. What is going to happen with King of Fighters? Right? Freaking
It's gonna be fine.
Tekken.
King of Fighters,
they're gonna definitely have to put in money, but at the same time, it's a 3D game, so you know they
always have
the
money.
Tekken players are
Tekken's
gonna be
great.
yeah they support themselves.
Can I just tell you something about Tekken, bro? Tekken is by far the most popular fighting game in East Asia region. So when I tell you this, Tekken was the most, I would say, the most popular fighting game, or not actually fighting game in that region. When they get Tekken, got channels in TV when like an old lady can fucking scroll down, they can watch Tekken. Okay,
That's actually
Tekken.
cool. So
Okay, Tekken is in the malls and shit. Like you can like go to the mall, play in the arcades, and Tekken, you got kids there fucking playing. So Tekken is huge. So like they don't care much about Street Fighter there. But I'm saying like so Tekken is okay. I'm gonna tell you, like they're so huge.
So what do you think is gonna happen? Is gonna be Street Fighter, Tekken, and MK? You think
MK
those three
is
are
good.
You think those three are gonna rule the playing field, and then the rest of them is just gonna be depression?
MK will always be. Oh, MK will always have a place just because the amount of casuals they cater to is insane. So they're always going to be relevant when it comes to giving out big prize pools, right? They're always going to be relevant.
Oh yeah,
like,
Guilty Gear.
Hate.
I forgot about Guilty Gear, but there's no money in Guilty Gear, so
The only time, man.
is that really gonna matter? I mean,
nobody cares.
Yeah,
Nobody cares.
I don't care.
Guilty
I know
Gear.
I don't, and I don't want to say that either because I love Guilty Gear. I think Guilty Gear has always been one of the coolest fighting games of all time.
Oh, no doubt.
But
no doubt.
That anime, I don't know what it is with anime developers, but they just think that just because they release a game that, you know, that's it. Like,
Yeah.
you
know,
know,
no doubt.
Just release the game and then, all right, do whatever you want. Like,
I mean, DBZ did well because they put up some prize pool, and DBZ has a huge fan base. I actually, before, I'm sure, Chris, you know this, like, everybody asking me, hey, Champ, you watch anime? It's like, no, I don't watch anime. I don't give a fuck. Then ask to talk to me about Dragon Ball. Sure, I know Vegeta and Goku and a few other motherfucking Piccolo, right? Because I called Beneath Piccolo before. Right, because he plays Super Scroll, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's like, you know what? I'm gonna give this Dragon Ball Z a shot. I'm gonna finally watch this shit. So I was like, you know, while I'm working, it's like I'm gonna play some DBZ. So that's like, you know. Then I was like starting to realize, oh man, this is actually a pretty decent show. So I watched the Super, but then I was watching it. I was like, man, this is actually it's actually a good show. You know. So now I'm not an anime virgin anymore. So I actually watched.
Started with DBFZ. DBZ.
Yeah, I watched DBZ for sure. It's pretty cool. It was pretty cool because I wanted to understand. Because when I watched the fighting game, the DBFZ, I see like how many goddamn Gokus are there? Like,
quite a lot. Even if you count children and fusions, there's always a percentage of Goku in half the cast.
Like fucking everybody is Goku. So it's like so I wanted to know why this Goku hair became pink here. How come his hair here is black? And then now there's a blue, there's a gray, there's a yellow. It's like shit. I'm watching this goddamn show. Understand these hair colors. So it's like, oh my god, it's all the same motherfucker. So yeah,
it's all the same guy. Goku's dad, Goku's cousin, Goku's.
Yeah, everybody Goku.
You know what? Since we already mentioned games, let's go on to the next topic.
Okay, before we go there, let me ask you a question about DBZ. Before we go there, so who's your like most hated character in DBZ?
In DBFZ or DBZ?
DBZ, like, the show.
The show?
Mm-hmm.
Damn. Why you put me?
And who's your like 3 favorites?
Okay,
yeah.
You know what? Just off jump, I hate Goku. I think Goku's a terrible character.
That's a good bet. Okay, you hate that. Okay, who's your favorite?
I hate Goku. I like Trunks, which is also a hot pick, but
Mm-hmm.
and you know what? Screw it. Because Trunks sucks now.
Mm-hmm.
I'll put Android 17
Okay.
because he gangsta.
Okay.
And then
17 is that fucking the guy with the black hair, but he's a robot, but he was in the farm.
yeah, that guy.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
I think he's really cool. Other than that, I actually like Piccolo and the rest of them. The rest of the Z Warriors.
Oh,
They're just low tier as hell. So
Okay.
Oh, and Frieza.
Okay.
Oh, how the hell I forget Frieza? Frieza top 3.
Okay, so my most hated one is Gohan because he's such a little bitch. Talking about having talent and potential and never getting there and becoming a fucking a salesman.
Yeah.
That's like a little bitch. I'll beat his ass like that if I was Goku, Like, that's a little bitch. You talk about you're the most talented, you're a bitch.
You know what's bad about Gohan? He's definitely top 3 hated as well. The whole family, just put them all there. But what's funny about Gohan is he's supposed to be stronger than Frieza, and Frieza owns him. So
Yeah, it's in my. Oh, I didn't know that.
He couldn't even beat the basic villain. Gohan.
So my favorite, I like Vegeta a lot. I like his personality. It's like he's such a dick, and he trains hard. Reminds me a lot of some of my traits. I love Vegeta. I love fucking Frieza. I think he's a super dick. Super good. Fucking super strong. He's just insane. So I like that guy. I don't like Jiren because he looks like a McDonald's character. It's like, how are you strong? And then
Definitely a McDonald's character.
I don't know. I couldn't explain it, but he looks like one of the mascots in McDonald's. So I was like, how are you strong like that? So, and then I forgot his name. I think Wiz.
Oh,
Wiz.
The
Yeah.
angel.
Yeah, the angel. So I like Wiz just because is it a she or a he? She?
He. Well, there's a bunch.
He?
There's a bunch of
I'm
angels.
not sure.
They got a whole family.
Okay, whatever. That angel, like celestial being, is just pretty cool. Just because, enabling fucking that rabbit. Forgot the fucking name.
Beer is the cat. The cat.
Yeah, that fucking goddamn rabbit. I thought, it's like, what the fuck? This fucker just keeps eating? This is your entire Imagine if I was a destroyer, right? If I was a destroyer in real life, I'll be going out there and actually destroying motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? Not their world, but I'll destroy them. Like, oh, you guys are hot shit, huh? I'm gonna go there and just destroy them, kill their confidence. I won't destroy their families. I wouldn't do that.
Nah, he too busy sleeping
busy
for like hundreds of
sushi.
years and stuff. I don't know. He's a random character. They shouldn't even have put him in there. But
Yeah,
it is
stupid.
what it
Anyways, okay, go to your topic. Sorry for holding.
No,
that.
no. I did not think that you would ever talk about Dragon Ball Z in a million
I just
years.
wanted to know. It's just like that was my very first anime. So I wanted to just share,
Sure.
and then ask you because you watch some animes.
Yeah. But you know what? Speaking of DBFZ, that is one of the 8 games that is in the lineup for EVO 2023.
Well deserved.
For those that don't know the 8 games, it is Street Fighter 6, Guilty Gear Strive, DBFZ, Tekken 7, KOF 15, Melty Blood, Mortal Kombat 11, and Marvel vs. Capcom 3.
Wait, I have a question because I didn't really care about the list until you told me right now. I only saw Marvel. I was happy already. Right? I didn't care about the list. So, Melty Blood is what kind of anime? Is that the anime with like this meme that they play the tournaments in the bathroom?
Yes, that is that one. Melty Blood is it's hard to explain Melty Blood because the old game I used to love and I used to want to play all the goddamn time. All the time I wanted to play Melty. Yeah, I used to love that game, the old one. But this one, you know what it's like? It's like if you made Mortal Kombat, right? And then took out half the characters.
If it was up to my life, right? If I have to say one character from Melty Blood, I'll die for sure. I'll probably say toilet, men's bathroom. Like I'll probably say that. Like I have no idea. I don't know any fucking character. I don't even know what they look like.
So let's be real. Melty Blood is a definite like what type of pick? It doesn't. Okay, I know Evo already had a list of 8 games, right? They had to fill 8 spots.
Uh-huh.
Can you name other games? And this is what. So when I was watching, right, the announcement, I streamed it. I couldn't name games. So they said Street Fighter 6, Guilty Gear Strive, and then I was like,
good pick.
What else?
Wait.
DBFZ that doesn't even have cross-play yet or freaking rollback. And I'm like, screw it. Throw it in there. Why not? It's semi-popular.
DBZ is good. No,
Yeah,
DBZ is
it's still,
a good pick.
it's still a solid pick, right? Tekken 7, you have to put
Great.
in there because of Tekken 8, and it's Tekken, right?
Tekken is good. Yeah, it's supposed to be there every year.
KOF 15, again, same thing.
It's okay.
Same thing as DBFZ. Matchmaking sucks. Freaking, there's nobody to play online.
Okay.
And no crossplay. So it's like, and nobody's playing it, right? So it's just one of those things where you're like, damn, like, okay, so they're kind of running out of games. All right, Melty Blood.
Oh god.
Wait, so now we're kind of
don't
going.
understand.
Now we're kind of going downhill, right? It started off strong, and you could tell it's going downhill, right? Melty Blood. All right, I guess people play the game. And again, I'm not trying to be disrespectful. I'm being completely real, all right? Last time I tried to play that game, I fought nobody, all right? Let's be real. I didn't fight anybody. So I'm trying to be as real as humanly possible. It is at Evo now, right? Cool. Okay, next game. Mortal Kombat 11.
That makes sense. They're always WB is always had a game in Evo, so that's not gonna change. It's never gonna change, bro.
You see,
they have a relationship.
but this is the thing too, also, right? And of course, MK12, as we just heard, is announced. At the same time, this is the longest game, Mortal Kombat, that's been at Evo. The longest NRS game. What is it? Is this the 4th year? 3rd year? 3rd year at Evo?
They don't care about that. They don't care about that. They just always gonna have that there just because they have a business relationship.
Yep.
Okay.
And then the last game. And again, as I just said, there are no other games.
There is. There are actually a few.
What would you? Okay, so Marvel 3.
No. Don't say Marvel 3 yet.
Okay,
this
okay.
Is like
so
after the
all right,
6th part, right? Melty Blood would be out of there.
All right.
Okay.
DNF.
Like if it was up to me, I would have put DNF there just because of like it being new and they got a new patch, right? Sure, that's not my number 1 pick, but sure that in a way that it could be there, or the Grand Blue. Yeah, I was thinking Grand Green. Shit.
Look at that! You couldn't even say the name.
No, I know. I'm not that player of those games, but like, okay, so that one, you could put it there. You can also put fucking, look, what happened to the Marvel 2 Tournament of Champions?
Actually, what happened?
Okay. That was way better than goddamn Melty Blood. Are you serious?
I was very surprised that they didn't put in Marvel 2. Like,
okay, Marvel 2, bro.
Marvel 2 would have definitely been a very interesting pick. And again, this is before Marvel 3 was announced. So they were already discussing Marvel 2. Right? Me and you did our exhibition in Marvel 3, right? Like there were exhibitions for all the Marvel games, right? And Street Fighter, the old Street Fighter games and whatnot. And it's like, yeah, like, okay, they're talking about bringing stuff back. They're talking about making stuff, big exhibitions or tournaments, like an 8-man invitational and stuff like that. The only discussion that was being had was Marvel 2. So, fast forward, boom. Marvel 3 is now at Evo, right? Over Marvel 2, which is crazy, but how do you feel about that? How do you feel about, out of all games being picked, that they chose, and regardless of Melty Blood and friggin' whatever?
Sure. They chose Marvel 3? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. What do you think of the fact that they chose Marvel 3?
Okay, so obviously I I'm gonna be biased in a way because I was like, oh, that's a no-brainer. They should have never removed it to begin with, just because it's one of the biggest games.
I also agree. I definitely agree on that.
It was one of the biggest games in fighting games. Not to mention, it brought so much viewership. Okay, every time you do the tournament. Okay, so it had the most entries at Evo too during its peak, right? But then I'm saying like, it's at this point, like I know Marvel 3 has been out for like what 12 years, 11 years or something.
Yeah,
I think 12 years. 12 years now, yeah. So I bet you it will still shit. It will shit on fucking Melty Blood's number.
KOF's numbers, freaking.
Not even close. Not even close. So
and Mortal Kombat 11's numbers.
And that's not even close. Not to mention, it's also unfair for those games, just because, like, okay, let's say Street Fighter V when it first came out, and they had an Evo, they had 5,500 entries, right? Because it's the first one. Imagine Street Fighter 6 at Evo this year, when like COVID now is a little bit better than before, everything's opened up. It's gonna have like maybe 10,000 entries. Okay,
it's gonna crap on.
And most of those players has played other Capcom games, and some of those percentage of those players have played Marvel in a casual level. They're gonna enter Marvel 3 too. So there's gonna be a lot of crossovers. So Marvel entry could be like over 800.
Yeah, honestly, I think Marvel 3. I mean, like let's just start with the easy numbers. It'll probably be top 5. I think it'll be top 5 in entries.
Yeah, for sure.
Easy.
It's a crazy fucking game to watch. Like everybody, it's like it's so. There's a story every game. You know, there's a story every game. It's so fucking insane. So I love that game. So it's definitely one of my favorite fighting games of all time. Maybe one of my top 2. But like, you know, but Marvel 3 is just so good to watch. So I was so stoked, so happy, but at the same time very sad, because now it's like, fuck, my life is over. You know, because I was thinking like, shit. You know, there's no FChamp. If FChamp don't play crazy, which is like putting that shit ton amount of volume hours, that's not FChamp. That's Ryan playing casuals, right? So FChamp only comes out when he plays fucking 10-hour days, or, you know, fucking 12-hour, 13, 14, 15, you know, or like 8-hour days, then sleep 6 hours, then fucking play another 14, you know what I'm saying? Playing with the best players in the world every day, streaming. That's FChamp, right? Everybody knows that.
So for sure, we can count you in for this Evo?
So I haven't even made that decision if I was going to go all the way, because I don't go halfway. I would just never get to enter, or not even go, right? So I need to fix stuff in my life, and I would know that on April 1st, because I got to do a lot of things first, you know, because like I do have a job, and I have gigs that I'm doing, and I'm doing really well. So
of course.
It might be very difficult to let go some of them, but then I think I can move around some things, so I can make it happen. Because in order for me to commit for an Evo training session, I have to take a bunch of time off, pause a few projects here and there. And on top of that, there's Street Fighter 6 on the horizon as well. So I have to play for that as well, you know? So it was never really a problem to play double game. You know, we've done 3 games, 4 games. So that's not really an issue. Like, I don't necessarily have to just focus on one game. Like, but I would probably put like 80% in Marvel, or 60, maybe 60%, 40% in Street Fighter, kind of like that. But then when I say 60-40, that's it. I'm doing in my life for that fucking period.
Oh, you
guys know me.
You would still put more effort into Marvel 3 than Street Fighter 6?
Yeah.
Huh.
Because Chris, the difference here, Chris, is this. When I play Street Fighter game, I learn it so fast. So I'm one of the faster, like a fast learner in Street Fighter. Super fast learner in Street Fighter. I just get it right away. First day up, doing really well. No much effort. I just understand faster. So I don't even bother playing the crack beta. Everybody had crack beta. I don't care. You guys couldn't have that, you know. But like, what I care about is the Marvel, because most of the fan base that I've garnered throughout the years, or like loves fighting games, there's like Marvel players, and I kind of want to just I want to do it right. I want to do it right. Yeah. And that's it. Not necessarily going for, like, look, nobody can say that they're gonna win Evo. Okay, nobody. for sure. Nobody, not even you, and you're the greatest. You can't say you're
I-
gonna go there and win
man,
Evo.
Everybody who's
Okay.
always told me to win Evo, I'm just like, I'm gonna do
Yeah,
my best.
it's never the case, right?
Do
So
my best.
it's whoever can play the best that day wins Evo, right? Within the top 10, 20 guys, right?
Yep.
So the only thing that I can, the reason why, so why you're training, champ, so I want to go there and put on a show, win, lose, or draw, I guess. I want to go out there and give it my best. You know, I don't want to look washed, you know, for the people to watch, you know.
For sure.
So-
I mean, that makes sense. Like, I'm definitely, I'm gonna do the same thing, except it's gonna be the opposite. I'm gonna be like 80% Street Fighter 6, like, and then
Look.
whatever rest will go to Marvel. But
I disagree on Jabril's take. Let's say, okay, you say if someone repeats a Marvel 3 Evo, they're the GOAT. I disagree.
Definitely
Think
not.
about it. Let me think. Okay, obviously, it's a known consensus that Chris G is the greatest of all time Marvel 3, right? Okay, everybody knows that. Okay, then you can say Justin, me, whatever, doesn't matter. Okay, let me give like so winning Evo. So let's say before Chris G won Evo in 2016, KBR won Evo 2015, right? Okay, and Flocker won. Would you ever say if Evo ended in 2015 after KBR won, would you say that KBR was the GOAT? Because he won Evo or Flocker? Mind you, they were mad consistent too. They were always in the top 8. They were getting second and third, first, right? Here and there. But they would never be greater than Chris, right? In the rankings, even though Chris, they haven't won Evo yet until 2016. So I don't think, let's say I win Evo back to back, like that's like, let's say if I win Evo 2012, 13, 14, then you're GOAT for sure. Like, let's say if I win Evo this year, I can't say I'm a GOAT, right? Because like Chris has done more, right? So Chris won Capcom Cup and won Evo, right? So that's kind of huge. Though sure, I won a lot of shit ton of tournaments, but it didn't really matter.
yeah, like
No,
if
that's
Flocker won Evo, I still wouldn't even put him in top 3.
Yeah. So what if Flocker or KBR wins this year's Evo? He's the GOAT?
You could make an argument maybe for KBR only, but not.
No. Shit don't work like that.
You see, but that's the thing. Like, and even if you want to make it a solid argument, you still can't, because that's
No.
like saying
tournament.
that's like saying, well, what happened to the last 5 years?
Yeah,
What happened to
yeah,
the
yeah.
last 7 years? I mean,
Yeah.
when was the last time
On
Flocker
tournament.
played Marvel?
He plays in a weekly and loses to Spiral.
Like,
So-
you see, like none of that matters. You know,
Like-
because think about it. I won Combo Breaker and CEO for Marvel, right? Beating the best players. Quote, I'm using best players because I don't know anybody, but I won those 2 events this year back to back.
Mm-hmm.
I put in. You know how much time I put in? 0 minutes, 0 seconds.
Okay.
0 minutes. The last time I
Chris.
played that game was years ago. So if I lose Marvel, I was supposed to lose. If you're playing a game 24/7 and some guy who comes in with 0 minutes of training still makes top 8 over you, you were
Chris.
never in discussion for anything.
That doesn't add anything on your legacy anymore.
No,
It don't matter.
But that's the thing. It doesn't matter.
That's
Like at the end of the day,
That's
day,
expected.
I'm dropping at least 80% of combos. You know how rough that
for sure, that's annoying.
You know how ugly that is to drop 80%
Like-
of combos and I'm still washing these guys. So my job look going into this Evo, if I can make top 8, or well, we forgot another announcement. I forgot to mention, guys. It is only now top 6 instead of top 8. Top 6 get medals and get money. Top 8 does not. 7th and 8th place do not get anything but apparently Chipotle.
Bro, nobody cares about top 6 anyways. I mean, I guess people would care, but I don't care about that. Imagine if I get top 6. What does that do? Another medal? Fuck, man, I have a shit ton of fucking evil medals already. I don't care. I don't need that shit. That's not what matters. Okay, so top 6 doesn't matter. fourth doesn't matter. I guess from top 3 to first matters.
Hey,
so
if I get fifth place,
you get this.
if I get fifth place, I'm gonna be happy. I'm gonna be like, damn, I still didn't put in work, and I give me my goddamn medal. I gotta focus on Street Fighter.
Okay. People are still talking about this. Whoever wins Evo is the GOAT. No, like, okay. So the only is like the KBR wins 2 Evos. No, not. Like Flocker. So this is the truth. Like, okay, you can only make an argument just because of, I guess, for that. But like, man, so how about Angelic getting Evo top 3? 3 times or twice or something like that? Does that make him 3rd greatest of all time?
Right? Yeah. Like...
Or 4th greatest of all time? Shit don't work like that, guys. Like, it just adds to your accolades. Because when you're mentioning greatest of all time, you have to add every single win, every single championship that this person
if Rhino
has accomplished.
He is the GOAT.
All the level of dominance in a particular streak in an era, right? Like, you know, when was this person considered the best player for this game, or ranked like officially as the #1 player for this game for how long of a period? Like, you know, the duration of that. That's how you quantify that. It's never about that. Yeah.
The thing
it's like saying like
Let me touch on this Ryan LV situation. Ryan LV is not top 3. He's not top 3.
Yeah.
If we're using the fact that he played a game when literally every one of us quit.
Yeah, 2017. Come on, guys.
Like, this is the weird thing, right? Let me break this down even further, right? Ryan LV, what was his first few tournaments? It was Evo that I went to that I won, beating him, right? I beat him to make top 8 Evo, right? And then I won. There was a tournament after that that Angelic put out. I forgot what it was called. I beat him again, right? At this point, I said I will not play this game again, right? So what ended up happening? He beats me the next 2-3 tournaments. Cool. None of us are playing. He's supposed to beat me. All right. This is his time now. I gladly let him have his time. Congratulations, Ryan LV. You are the best of that year. None of that matters to me, right? Why? Because after that, after he won Evo, me getting second, mind you, did not put in time for that Evo. I got second. All right. I was already expecting to lose. But you know what I did train for? Guess what? I trained for the curly mustache finale. Oh, guess who won that? Oh, that was me. So the one time I did train, I won. Right? So now Ryan LV's gone, right? He's gone. He won CEO, he won Evo, right? And then you don't see him again. So you're gonna tell me that 1 year of playing a game over literally 7 years of all of us winning, 7 years. You're telling me that makes someone the best?
It's a hard one. It's a hard one. Yeah, it's a hard one. Yeah, but like for other people to realize that. But then, you know, it is what it is.
No, and of course, like I love Ryan LV. I think he definitely has potential to be one of the greatest players of all time. Even when Marvel Infinite came out, right? He was in Battle of the Stones. I had to beat Ryan LV in Marvel Infinite to make make grand finals.
Don't say Marvel Infinite. That's a different game. Yeah, it's like me saying.
No. I'm not saying it as me being better than him. I'm saying it as in he is that good. That a new game came out and he was still top 3.
I don't play Marvel 2 during this time. I beat Clockwork in Marvel 2, bro. So that means I'll higher rank that Clockwork of all time. Marvel 2.
Yeah, you see, like none of that matters.
Like shit, don't worry, it's a different.
Okay. Perfect example. Boom. What if, Mundank, what's his face? DXP and what's the third? Milky. What if one of them wins?
They ain't winning shit.
Or Remora. There you go. Boom. What if one of them wins? Right? Your argument is that if any of these other guys wins Evo, they're the best. But what if a guy who has never won anything wins Evo? Because he's good now.
Yeah. Also, it's not fair that this is like unifying both eras, because like they never stopped playing. I stopped playing. Everybody knew that. Like I haven't really been playing for so long, right? But so that's not the same. Like so, if you ask me like if they're ever gonna have a chance, then I was playing a lot. I mean, no, zero chance. And I was playing on Parsec with these bums. I still own those motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah, but
me
then
and Jabril were just playing. And I still own those guys. You know, I was like only playing with Jabril and a few guys on my stream, and it's like it really helped me. But then every time these guys would roll up to my stream and wanted to play, still bust those motherfuckers.
Like to me, this Evo, right? It's good that Marvel's back, but
It's great.
I'm not gonna sit here and act like I'm gonna give it my all. I'm not gonna sit here and say that. And I don't think half the people, whether or not they're saying they're gonna give it their all, I do not believe that's a thing unless you train. I could give it my all the day of and make top 8. None of that would matter. Even if I did make top 6, none of that it wouldn't matter to me. I'd just be like, wow, I got another Marvel top 8 without trying. Like.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if you got top 8, I'd be like, well, I mean, it is what it is. Champ got top. He's supposed to get top 8.
I have 7 medals now.
Like,
Who cares? Fuck, man. I don't even know. Look, I throw away, like, most of my medals. Like, not Evo medals, like the other majors. Like, the trophies. Like, I threw them away. Like, I don't give a fuck. Those are, be, like, I don't care about anymore. But, like I'm saying, that doesn't add anything anymore to me. Like obviously everybody's goal to go there is to win, right? The thing is nobody can ever call they're gonna win, and also the level of competition. I doubt if it got stronger, but it didn't look like it at least. Because like I could literally watch a Marvel set of whoever these players are, and I can like literally dissect that game for like 30 minutes of the amount of mistakes that both parties have made, right? The stupid ones. But it's not like I'm saying I'm perfect. No, I make a lot of mistakes as well, but not as much as these motherfuckers who plays every day. But but I'm just excited.
If they win, kudos to them, right? They deserve it. I'm not gonna say if somebody wins they don't deserve it. No, if they win, they win. But other than that, like I don't even care who got second, third, fourth, fifth, or sixth. Like, and now what's even funnier than that, right? Is because I'm saying that for Marvel. You think I care? At this Evo, especially this Evo, 2023, you think I care who gets top 6 in Marvel? In Mortal Kombat? Melty Blood? King of Fighters? DBFZ? Maybe Tekken, actually. Not guilty.
I care about Tekken.
Yeah, exactly. So, the only actual games that I will pay attention to is Street Fighter 6 and quite possibly Tekken.
Okay. This is a good one. I feel. Okay, Chris. Let's say you have a fairy godmother, okay? Hypothetical, obviously. Like, and the fairy godmother says, okay, Chris G, I give you the power to win Street Fighter 6 Evo this year and Marvel 3 this year, okay? And you're probably going to make $100,000 from that, right? Because Street Fighter 6 is shit.
Hold on. I'll do you one better. If you would say, Chris, do you want to win Street Fighter 6 this year? Or every Marvel Evo ever, I would pick Street Fighter 6.
I mean, bro, there's no more Marvel Evo.
No, I'm saying every Marvel Evo. Every.
No. This is better.
The last 7.
Okay, so Fairy Godmother says you get $100,000 because you won Street Fighter and you won Marvel, right? Same time, right? This year. Or you have $1 million. Which one you will take? And by the way, if you pick $1 million, you can't play fighting games for like another year. Obviously, you have to take a year.
I would definitely pick Street Fighter 6 because if I have
Marvel,
and Marvel. If I have this, and this is why, and that's why I, not like I'm salty about the whole Punk situation, but what do I keep saying? If you have the opportunity Same thing with League, right? Or any other big game like Dota or something, right? If you have the opportunity to be the best in the world at one of those games, Street Fighter being one of them, and you want to do anything else, be the best player in Street Fighter 6. And why? Because that means that if I could win Evo in Street Fighter 6, right, besides the sponsor automatically coming,
the sponsor's insane,
freaking making $8K minimum, freaking goddamn just to play.
Yeah.
That means I have the opportunity to win the 100,000, the million. I have the opportunity to win the other majors of the year.
No. After that Evo,
I'm a bum again.
No, you're never a bum. I'm saying like the special powers, the Super Saiyan NYChrisg stops during that time. You have to earn it through your hard work and your talent for sure. It's not like it's not possible, but I'm just saying. Okay, let me ask you, what do you think is gonna be my answer?
I think you might take the wins.
Nope, I won't. This is what I'm gonna do. Fairy Godmother comes up to me, 1 million or 2 Evo titles to the same day. I'll be like, go fuck yourself. Give me my 1 million because I do not want to get these titles knowing the fact that I won't be able to sleep at night knowing that I cheated in my mind, that I didn't do it on my own. Nah. I'm gonna do it. I would be like, I don't need your goddamn help.
You see, that's not fair.
Bitch.
That's not
Get the
fair.
fuck out of here. I'm not doing that shit.
What?
Okay, so give me the 1 million. I want to earn it on my way, the way that I do
that's
it.
Like saying, That's like saying the fairy godmother makes
Fuck
all
you,
your opponents unplug their controller.
I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. Don't be able to sleep. Oh my god, I will be everybody's gonna say like, oh my god, FChamp, you're the best. I'm like in my mind, I'm like, oh my god, I'm such a fraud.
What if she just gives you Adderall or something, or a freaking?
that would make me depressed and sad. I just can't take that. I was thinking that shit. I was just gonna die thinking about that. I'm a fraud. Like, like I won those things fraudulent. That's like somebody. Like, this is why I got so mad at the pause rule at Evo, that it's not about the player anymore. The Evo just makes you take the point if somebody paused, because I would hate it if I'm botting this motherfucker on stage at Evo, right? Like, but it's 2-2 last game and I'm botting him that game, and then this fucker paused in the middle of my TAC convo, right? And is guaranteed, and then this fucker paused accidentally or whatever on purpose, and then now the Evo officials be like, all right, FChamp, you won. I would hate that goddamn feeling, because I worked my ass off to get all the way there, and you're gonna fucking let me win off technicality? No, I'll be like, okay, how about this? We can redo the whole game. I'd rather lose knowing that I lost that game, or like, I want to beat him for reals. I just don't want that. Oh God, it hurts my heart. I just can't. It hurts my heart just imagining these things.
All right, then. What do you think of the Sonic Fox situation with Goichi?
What's wrong with that?
Where they
switching sides?
Yeah, after the 3-0.
Standard.
I don't know about that.
That is the new stat. That's the new day.
I don't know what you're talking about. That's definitely that's on the same level. The fact that the side switch took like, what was it, like 10 minutes?
Why is it 10 minutes?
It took that long. Yeah, how long did it take? The Sonic Fox Goichi situation. That was a long time, right?
Bro, that's a new set. That's not fraudulent. He didn't beat him off some technicality. He still had the same chance.
I mean,
and that's normal. Like, if my you can switch sides with your opponent. That's always been the gentleman rule.
I don't know. I don't believe that, because that's the same thing. An unplugged controller is like, that's your situation, right? That's your problem. But if somebody's like, yo, I just 3-0'd you, and you say, yo, excuse me, sir? Sir? Yeah, I would like his headset. I want to switch headsets.
You're
not gonna tell me that's not janky as hell. You're not gonna tell me that ain't janky as hell.
Like, if my opponent calls the referee and be like, hey, I want FChamp's headset, I'll be like, okay, here. Hey, I'm gonna give him my phone too. Want to call your mom? If this is gonna help you, please do. Like, I would love that. Because if I own him after all of this shit, bro, I'll be like, you're such a goddamn bitch. Please, next time, call your dad too. Like, I would be like, okay, you want my shoes? I would love that. Chris, trust me, I live for those moments. I want them to complain. You want to switch sides? I'd be like, okay, come on, here. Like, I would love to do that. No, that's all open game, baby. I want to beat you in the game.
You know what I would do, honestly? If I was in that situation,
I
right?
love that.
Let's say
do that to me.
Let's say I'm sitting there, right? I'm sitting there against KBR. All right, and then I 3-0 him, right? And then he says, "I want to switch sides." I would tweet. I'd be like, "But why though?" Then tag them in it. But
like,
why
there's
though?
this thing called the coin toss. Coin toss, that you get to pick whatever side you want to be. Okay, at every start of a new set, right? You know, that's a rule. So after the first set in the grand finals, technically a second set is coming, which is hence it's a new set. So you could request a side switch. Okay, you could request a side switch.
But
and that is normal.
No, at the same time though, if it's a new set, wouldn't it just be 50-50 again? If all is fair, and somebody says, "Hey, I want this side," I'd be like, "All right, well, it's a new set. You have to flip for it." Why would it be guaranteed that a person could just switch sides?
No, you can switch. You can switch sides like with a coin, right? Like if you win that.
No. But that's the thing. It wasn't. It was just switch.
Challenged. No, if it gets challenged by that player who didn't agree. No, I don't want to switch sides. Okay, then we have to have to flip for it.
Didn't they flip?
Right.
No, I don't think they flipped.
No.
I think
I'm saying
side switch.
if he didn't agree, if Goichi didn't agree, they have to flip for it. I think, trust me, Chris. I think I'm the best at this. Okay, because I have to deal with this shit with Apology Man. Okay, all the time, because he's only good on the first player. He sucks on the second player just because of the fuck. Doesn't suck. Not as good as his first player. So me, I don't really care which side. During the tournament, I want to make sure it's worse for him, right? I don't want him comfortable. So I will always flip. I will always flip for it. I would not give it to him for free. I will always flip for it. So sometimes he wins. All right, good shit. I'm still gonna own your shit this time, you know. But then if there's a reset happens, we're flipping for it again. We always do that because that's both of us. That's our right. That's why if there's an argument, you flip for it. It's the same thing as fucking blind pick, right?
No, but that's the thing, right? If that was the case, I feel like that would be perfectly fine. If that was, I don't think it was the case. That's my only thing.
Okay.
Right? So it's
that's
like to me,
right?
I'm like, all right, well, we're just wasting time, you know, like, but I mean, look, it worked. It worked flawlessly. It didn't just work. It didn't work decently. It worked flawlessly. But I also believe, that the situation was very bad, right? The Evo didn't understand. They've never seen that happen before. They're probably like, what the hell's going on? They're thinking there's technical issues. Goichi doesn't know English. So it's just like, Goichi's probably like, what the hell is going on? And then this guy's like, oh, yeah, apparently Sonic Fox wants to switch sides. So it's like, wait, what's going on? And then they got to get a translator. Hey, by the way, he's switching sides. It's like, wait, Goichi, what am I doing here? Like, you know,
nothing wrong with that. That's a rule. We have that rule, man.
I mean,
that's why we have a referee. I mean, obviously, there's different takes on this, and I respect everybody's opinion about it, you know. But this is just like what I'm saying. Like, if there's an argument for both players have the same right on picking left or right side. If they both can't agree on which side at the start of the set, then that gets ruled to flip for it. That's really it. Right?
You see, this is the problem. The problem is it only works if it was easy to do. Once it became an issue, that's when it's not a thing anymore. It's a bigger issue than what it is. Because again, nobody understood what was going on. Nobody involved knew what was going on, besides for Sonic Fox.
Hey, Chris, next time we play, I'll be like, let's say you sit on the first player, so I'll be like, I'm just gonna call the judge or the referee, and then you're gonna be like, "What the fuck is happening here?" Nope, I'm not gonna tell you shit, Chris.
Yeah, exactly. Like imagine me just sitting there, and you're just
I'm gonna whisper. I'm like, I wanna flip for the side, and then you're gonna be like, what? And then just to troll you, because I don't really care.
I'm just pushing rematch, and then you pause the game, and you're like, wait, hold on.
Flipping sides.
Oh, they did flip a coin for the second set?
I never really do that unless it's apology, man. But if my opponent requests for it, I'll be open for it as well. Like, I'm always open for that. I'm telling you, bro, if the opponent wants to switch monitors, he wants to convert it to head-to-head, wants to switch shoes, wants to switch headsets, right? Like, all of these things that's, like, accessible for all players, man, come on. I'll even give him my phone, you know? If he says no coaching rule, I will allow the coaching rule for him. I would, like, I don't mind. He can have all his coaches. Like, I would love that. That motivates me. I feel like if those things exist consistently, that gives me more motivation to play better. So it's just added more motivation. So I love when people talk shit too. That shit fucking motivates me to play better.
Yo, what if I want to borrow your glasses? Can I borrow your shades?
It pissed me off. It pissed me off when people are getting so nice because I'm losing my fire in my heart. Because I needed shit to keep them burning. I need more gasoline. So I want people pissed off, getting mad. Fuck you, FChamp. Thank you, my Brian. You know, like, yes, please, more motivation. You know, kind of like that. So I just want it that way. You know, this is just me. You know, it's not for everybody.
Now that I think about it, are you able to take a break after a reset?
Remember you have like what in the character selection screen before. Since infiltration was taking so long, Evo made it official or some shit. Like now it's like what, 2 minutes? Before it was like 2 minutes or 5 minutes or something, and then it became like what? Like now it's like what, 30 seconds now? I don't know. Something. There was like a few changes throughout the years, but that's always that. But you can take a break. Like you can take. You know what? They say you can take a break. You have to sit and play, but then you can kind of take your time with the controller before you start characters to pick the stage. You can take your break that way, and you can even say, "I'm going to the bathroom. I need to pee." And nobody can stop that. Who the fuck's gonna stop you there? If you're in the fucking stage grand finals, it's a Christian says,
I gotta pee.
Just a second, I need to fucking pee. You telling me they're gonna say nope? Like, they're gonna let you pee, bro. That's a very valid excuse. Obviously, if you're a dick, you're not go, no. I need a break. It's like, for what? It's like, I just need a break. Then you go say, no, Chris, you have to play. But if you say initially, hey man,
melty blood
I need a favor. I really need to fucking go to the bathroom. I just need to pee real quick. Like, you know, and then if the guy's like, oh, I guess okay. And then you whisper, I promise I'll wash my hands, all right? And then that kind of like lifts up the spirit, like, oh, that's kind of funny. Then he will just let you go. You know what I'm saying? Like, so there's ways around it. There's ways around it.
What if I went to character select screen every game?
I did that to fuck up their momentum. What do you mean? That's normal.
Yo, imagine 9 games.
Because I want to piss them off. And also, okay, let's say I bodied the shit out of this person that game, right? I bodied the shit out of that person that game. And then that person would press start for rematch right away, right? He would rematch because he got fucking destroyed or damn near almost a gentleman's perfect or a perfect, right? I would make sure I would go to the character selection screen after that. So I would make him rub it in. I want him to understand that he got demolished that game. Okay? So this is how crazy I was doing. I will make sure he remembers how he got bodied, how he got destroyed that whole game. It was a fucking destruction. And then it's my mind. It's already, I'm switching. I'm already calculating what kind of like, how is he going to adapt with the first strategy that I showcased, right? Assuming that he plays solid or he just didn't get open up, obviously, in the second game. I'll make sure I go to the character selection screen, you know, do a few antics just to make him feel that. So usually that's just going to be free after that. But you know what I'm saying, Chris? These is like normal. Fighting is like a mental game. Obviously, I don't do that to you guys. I don't do that to you and Justin. I never did. Never did.
I take off my jersey, put on another jersey.
I never do that. I never did that to you. None. Like, if I was saying in general, dude, I would do that. If I was like some people, like, I would just make sure I do that shit. I would love that.
That sounds so, yo, I feel like Look, guys, you guys are getting some ideas. Use them.
It's mind games.
Use all the ideas. I want to see that. I want to see like a title of Kotaku. Man, goes to character select screen 8 times and swaps out stick. Request side switch, then wins the tournament.
How can that be like something to take away from your win if you requested a side switch and you destroyed him? Like, I'm having a hard time there. Like, so okay, let's say he requested side switch, and then he still lost. What would have happened? There would be no discussion, right?
Oh, it would have been pretty rough.
No discussion too.
Well, no, but that's the thing. No, they would have 100. They would 100% attack the player that did that if they got completely destroyed. But you know, in Sonic Fox's case,
yeah,
they won.
This is a Bruins jersey. It has my name on it because I don't think you guys can see it because I got my chair hidden from my screen, but. I got this jersey in the Boston Bruins game. They actually honored me in fucking halftime. I was there with Dominion, and they gave this to me, the Boston Bruins. That's when I signed with Splice, and that's them announcing that they signed me to their team. So I was an actual athlete. Okay, I had access to the doctors of those hockey players. I had, like, doctors for my hands. Obviously, I didn't never need to use them, but it was just cool that I had fucking medical benefits for fucking playing fighting games.
That is awesome.
But like, you know, so I met the players, mind you, I didn't know a single motherfucker there.
Because you just shaking hands, yes.
I was shaking hands. I met the president of the TD Garden Arena, I think. I'm so sorry. Yeah, I met the president, the owner, the family there. Took me out for lunch. They were so happy. They introduced me. It was great. It was a great experience. But yeah.
Oh yeah, I completely forgot. By the way, guys, with the Evo lineup, there is a 25K pot minimum, right? So this is just bonus.
Are you sure?
Yeah, 25K bonus, yes. So I don't know exactly what else is going to happen, but obviously we already know that Street Fighter 6 Capcom is going to throw in some money, you know, then depending on who else.
I don't care about the money, though. I don't care about the money part because I never let the money motivate me. So I don't, as much as possible, I don't want to think about the money. Although the money is there, it's nice, but I try not to. If I wanted to, this is assuming if I'm gonna play and compete, I'm gonna give it my all and train really hard. I don't want to think about the money. I just want the money there. I guess if you win, but it's good to have. But I don't want to use it as a motivation. At least,
for sure.
But, yeah.
Like at the end of the day, right? I'm still gonna enter. So there are 5 games here that I can enter. I can play Street Fighter 6, Guilty Gear, DBFZ, King of Fighters, and Marvel. All right, but obviously, you know, some are more important than others. If depending on the situation, right, and especially if I do get sponsored, and I think honestly, in my bestest position would probably be to just play Street Fighter and Marvel. Like DBFZ, I made top 8 at Evo, but it's just like the other games have just been unmotivating for quite a while now. You know, just like playing online and you can barely play. But Guilty Gear, I most definitely probably just won't play at all, even if I do sign up. So realistically, I think I would probably focus on Street Fighter 6, DBFZ, and Marvel 3. I think that most likely would be the go-to because I might as well play both versus games. If I'm gonna play one, I might as well play the other one. And then of course, you know, try to give it my all in Street Fighter 6. So
I'm playing Street Fighter 6 for sure, and I'm playing Marvel 3. I think I might go 50-50. 50% in Street Fighter, 50% in Marvel.
Well, I mean, it also shows, right? Like if you're playing online, and you're winning all the time in Street Fighter 6. I'm like, damn, I'm kind of nice. I might want to actually see how far I could go.
To be fair, Chris, every time I play online at the start of any game, I always felt that I was nice. So I didn't need that validation. So I just needed to fucking do my best, you know.
Oh, for sure.
So, but then I'm gonna visit you, and then we're gonna play. We're gonna train.
Oh yeah,
So
you already know the
I'm gonna
the place
visit
is open for
Chris G,
you. The place is open
and
to
then
you.
we're gonna play. We're gonna train, guys, in our hyperbolic time chamber.
That week, that 1 week or weekend or whatever the hell, that's it. That's all I need, and then just be like, who cares?
Yeah.
But yeah, also speaking of DNF, I know a lot of people, and I saw on Twitter, the amount of people upset that it's not at Evo, but let's be real, it shouldn't be at Evo. All right, it shouldn't be at Evo. The game's already on its way out. It didn't even get a start.
I agree.
There are no tournaments for the game, so, and it's not a good game by any means possible, by any means. And we're talking about like subjectively, objectively, like it's almost like already a given that at least 70% of the world thinks DNF is not even good. So, with all that in mind, and oh, don't forget the biggest one, we don't even know about upcoming DLC or announcements or anything. So, with all that said, why should DNF even be considered for Evo?
Bro, they didn't do that for Marvel Infinite too, man. Come on. They presented it at Evo. They had a showcase at Evo. They had an exhibition match between me and Combo Fin at Evo. They had a planned fucking battle for the stones, but I understand Marvel pulled out the plug for all of it, so that's why Evo didn't pick it up. But, you see, so that happens to games. That happens to games in general, So.
Yeah, I mean, like, it is what it is. Just be happy, there's representation for almost every type of game, right? You got anime. You got actually 3 anime games, a 3D game, NRS because they're special. They get their own like category, and then King of Fighters, which is obviously like a fan favorite. Then the other 2 are the 2 Capcom games, Street Fighter and Marvel. So it's like, I feel like it's a solid lineup, whether or not they're gonna get blown out of the water. But
what do you think do you have a prediction on? So they call this a throwback game, a throwback title. So every year they're gonna have a throwback title, right? Assuming the throwback title for this year doesn't get promoted to be an actual main game again next year, but unless Marvel 3 gets promoted to a main game, right? The throwback game next year is going to be different, right? So what do you think is going to be the throwback game next year if you were to guess? What's your prediction?
I don't think it's going to be Capcom. So it would have to be another game. If they really did 2 throwback games back to back and they were both Capcom, it wouldn't make any sense. So
why? Because they're the best fucking.
You see, but that's not fair.
Most number of people.
That's not fair because then that would just be complete bias, And it's like Street Fighter.
Bro, life is not fair. Look at fucking Mortal Kombat 11 is still there. What the fuck? You can't say that.
But again, it wouldn't make sense for Evo standards, if they want to throw this, they want to throw this idea that hey, every year is going to be a different game. They're not going to put Street Fighter like unless it'll be like oh, never mind, I'm not even gonna say CVS.
What if it's Third Strike? What are you gonna do? You gonna complain?
No, of course not. But at the same time, I don't think again it should even be Third Strike. I think it should be the following year. I think the following year should be again Street Fighter. I don't think it should be Capcom back to back. I feel like that would be crazy.
Okay. Well, that's your prediction. All right.
So
that's your take.
I think
I respect that.
Other than that, what other games would replace it? KI has a good shot.
No chance. Even though I'm a fan of KI, but we played KI really for a while. That was great.
It's just that a lot of the higher ups like KI, so that's just that.
I do think it's gonna be Mortal Kombat X though, because Capcom has Street Fighter 6 and now they have Marvel, right? If they have MK12, I guess they might not have MKX there, but they might have fucking Injustice or something. But there's no more community compared to Marvel 3. Community is very active. So the only thing that I can think of that as far as
Sam
like
Show?
a game, huh?
Sam Show?
No, they're not that active a community. I'm saying if you want to base it on the criteria on why Marvel 3 was picked over any other game, it's because Marvel 3 has like 3 or 4 weeklies a week. right?
Yeah.
And it has so many tournaments, right? So it's actually a very active community. Obviously, one of the best communities out there was Marvel 3 community, just because they're so active, and Marvel 2 as well. But Marvel 2 player base is so small that it's gonna be. I doubt that they're gonna be a main game, you know. But aside from a tournament of champions, so I do think that it might be Third Strike, if though, or yeah, I think Third Strike is still quite active, but it's just hard to pick one, you know.
I think another thing to consider is what you just said. If you're looking at this lineup right now, right, what's going to take each other's places next year? So there's going to be Street Fighter 6, obviously second year, Tekken 8, first year, MK 12, right? So that's 3 given. I don't know if DBFZ or King of Fighters 15 will be there.
Guilty Gear
will automatically be there, right? So that's what is that?
4.
That's 4. So now Melty Blood, definitely not, right? So that's automatically replaced, right?
Replaced.
Now, the only game that would make sense to continue to be there is Marvel 3. Because especially so
that's what I'm saying.
So with that said, right? 100%. Let's say that's the 5 games, right? 5 games given. Street Fighter 6, Guilty Gear, Tekken 8, MK 12, Marvel. That's 5 games.
Project L.
Is that gonna be at Evo?
Yeah, I don't know.
That's a big question. That's a giant question mark. Nobody knows.
Yeah, because you know how Riot licensing works. Like, they only want to do their own tournaments. But then again, the Cannons made the game.
Oh, you're right too.
So
you know what? Flip a coin for sides.
so we don't know, right? It could be a maybe. It's a maybe. But you know, if I was a betting man, I would say yes. But that's only what?
That's 5 games. Now the other 3,
oh, no,
right?
Marvel is the 5th game.
So the 3
6
left
is Project L. Project L 6.
The three outside would be DBFZ, King of Fighters, and Melty Blood, right? Melty Blood's gone, but now this is the thing, and this is why I mentioned why Marvel 3 was here in the first place. There are no other games to replace Marvel 3. So
yeah.
So with that said, what other games are coming out this year? There isn't anything, right? So it's just So they would have to still toss
Marvel
random.
2.
They would have to toss random games out there, right? So what?
Bring back Smash. I think they might try to bring back Smash, though. Smash. Because it's a
Smash has to be here. Smash has to be here.
Bro, how could you have Smash, bro? That's by far the biggest fighting game. If you add them into our by FGC, they're by far the biggest community. The biggest part of our community is Smash community. Bro,
Smash has to be there. It does. Like, because we're thinking about numbers right now, right? Numbers of how many entrances these games are going to get. Come on. Who are they? Come on.
You have to bring Smash. I would bring Smash.
They better do something. Somebody better talk to Nintendo. Tell them that, you know, they're not pedophiles and stuff, and just.
There's a lot of conflict though with Smash, with Nintendo and Sony, because now Evo is owned or partially owned by Sony, right? And then obviously Nintendo is, owns Smash, and there's a conflict there. So I doubt that a Nintendo company would let their game, like Nintendo would allow their game to be represented in a Sony event. Like, I don't know. I mean, they already had conflicts, but I'm just saying.
You know what? Just bring in Melee. Screw it. We don't even need Ultimate.
Yeah, bring Melee.
We don't even need Ultimate. Just bring in Melee. Just call it a day.
You can't go wrong with Melee, man. Melee is so huge.
Yeah, I really can't think of other games.
No other game can put up the numbers that Melee does, bro. Not viewership, fucking entries, consistently fucking hella people all the time. Come on.
I really want to know what next year's lineup is going to be. I'm actually already curious. I know Evo isn't even close, but I already want to see what next year is going to be. I feel like it's going to be crazy. It's going to be nonsense. It's going to be like some random games like Soul Calibur 2. like something random. Skullgirls, look. As much as we love Skullgirls, that performance was terrible. That performance was terrible. Well, how much they got? Like 150 people or something like that.
I thought it was 3 people. You like see Deadpool stage and Sonic Pop, right? So, and then there's a pot bonus of like $200. So it was like 125, 50, and 25. That was the payout. Like, I can't name a third person. I can't name a third person.
The one Japanese guy. That's it. Like,
oh, what's the name, Chris?
I forgot, but I think he got top 3.
That's like saying like, oh my god, I wonder who won that Street Fighter tournament over there in Asia. Oh yeah, I think it's that one Japanese guy.
Yeah, the Japanese guy. I think I remember seeing the flag in top 3. That's all I remember. I feel like that happened. All right, I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure I saw the flag. Oh, there you go, Pen. That was his name. I don't know who that is, but that guy. But yeah, speaking of, some obviously more Street Fighter news. Have you seen the new trailer that came out for Zangief, Cammy, and Lily?
I'm scared for everybody. Oops, I'm scared for everybody.
And I'm going to go ahead.
Zangief is gonna be the best character.
I'm scared as hell. I hope he's trash. I hope he stays trash. I hope he's never good ever again.
No way. He's gonna be the best. Imagine a character like Zangief that has drive, rush, drive, impact. You know how easy it is to get
parry.
In? And parry, bro. That Zangief is Snake Eyes might win all Evos at this point in the Evo.
Right. Snake Eyes, Itazan, and Kishipamu. Top 3 Evos in a row. But yeah, let me play this trailer real quick. Guys who haven't seen the new trailer,
let's go check this shit out.
I'm gonna be real, the first 2 characters did not excite me at all. Starting with the idiot Zangief.
The Zangief is cool, man. I'm not a fan, but I think it's cool. He is needed in the game.
You know what made me dislike him more? The Street Fighter V story mode.
Why?
Because he was the strongest character in the story. Oh. I think at one point somebody tried to stab him with a sword, and it breaks or something like that.
Oh, Chris, hold on. Can you rewind for like 10 seconds? And then, oh shit, I'm watching this in a delay. Okay, on the first, when he jumps knee, jump like kick, and then he does before he SPDs.
Oh, that, yeah.
Okay. So pause there, okay? Pause there.
Right.
Okay, I saw the SPD startup or the grab startup might be longer. See how that's quite a longer startup. That could be like what, a 7 frame? 6 frame?
Yeah, it doesn't look instant, so it has to be.
Like you see the hand too, which is kind of crazy. So that's a slow starter for a grab.
Yeah.
Because usually that grab in Street Fighter 4, that was what 1 frame? That's a 1 frame grab before. So if you translate to Street Fighter 5 as a 5 frame grab, so in this game, the fact that you see the hand coming in, it actually snatches them, so that looks like a G grab. G grab is like what, 8 frames?
Yeah, it's definitely like a G grab.
Yeah.
But maybe like 2 frames faster. Yeah, so 6 frames possibly.
Yeah.
Which is, I mean, it's like, come on, we all lost to that G grab anyway. But this is different because of Zangief. He should always have a fast grab. We probably won't tell. Who knows? Because like, who is it? Jamie has his command grab as well, and that command grab is broken. So Like for all we know, you're probably gonna be seeing what, like low forward or stand strong into drive rush into SPD, and then right there, boom, 50-50. You just gotta hold
Destruction. Yep.
So I'm scared. I'm always scared.
Top tier.
We'll see.
Top tier. There's no way. It's too good. There's no way. You can't zone this character in this game. Not only has a normal parry, he also has a leg parry. And then after the air SPD, the EX1, it looks like you can OTG too. Which is kind of insane. FYI. Because it doesn't look like you can always... oh wow, that's a bad pose. He's smelling Honda's butt. That gotta smell like sushi.
You know, it actually... Why was it so fast? Why he does the pose, then does the kick, boom. I wonder, like, obviously they're not showing their what is it actually called when you have like 20% life left?
What?
Their actual super, their crit super,
enhanced something.
Yeah, their enhanced super.
Yeah, so it's critical. Like, it's a critical super, yeah, something like that. Yeah, critical.
Yeah, so I wonder, like, because obviously they show the 3 supers for the characters, so like, I wonder if this is it or if he does something else, like he does like double pile driver or something like that.
I thought you said he's gonna do something else, like what, like smell it? Oh my god, this is so fucking hilarious.
This character looks whack. I'm being completely honest. This character looks whack as hell.
Look, I want more brown people representation, okay? Alright, so I'm all up for this. Alright, I want more brown people.
No, look, my whole thing, right? When you see her with the wind and everything, you're thinking, this is gonna be ridiculous. Like, is she gonna be like a cool Rashid or something? Or like what is she, how's she gonna play?
It looks cool.
Like yeah, in theory it looks cool. Now let's go to the gameplay.
Okay, let's see it. But Cammy though is just extra
Look.
fine. That's fun.
Look at what are the stakes? Like, what is this? Like, it's just memes.
No, I do think she's cute.
I'm not saying the character's design. Like, this gameplay looks whack.
I like this character. Oh no, that looks retarded. That's spinner Rooney.
Look at that! Like, all of this is whack!
I think she looks cool. The design, at least.
Dog.
Gameplay-wise, is kind of wacky, but...
What is that super? Come on. What was that?
Okay. What was your opinion about El Fuerte?
Oh, what? The worst character of all time!
Well, that is because you're basing off their gameplay, right? So this is not even close to El Fuerte. So I think this is kind of cool because her gameplay can be more cleaner than a Blanca, right? She can actually play footsies and play anti-air, etc. You know, Blanca is gonna do some wild stuff.
I just think, like, when you see a character like this and when they're introduced, right? You always have to. It's always about the first impressions, right? So you see her when she's first introduced, right? Look at this. The beginning of her introduction, right? She's dead serious. I call upon the great wind. Right? She's doing a goddamn spell. Wind everywhere.
Yeah,
super serious.
You would think she's their mama's daughter at this point, you know what I mean?
Look at that. Look, there's wind. She's actually summoning wind.
Oh yeah, you would think she's a fucking... Like, you know, you would think that she's like Dormammu's like granddaughter. Like she would summon some fucking spells.
Like when I first saw this, I was like, yo, this is OD. Yeah. But then she's a gag.
Yeah, that's a good point.
But then her gameplay is a gag character. She's another gag character. How many of these do we need at this point?
Not to be fair though, Street Fighter 6 looks so good right now.
Oh, of course, it definitely looks super good. But yeah, look, she's doing wind dives and stuff and whatever. And then you see her super, right? Like, if you pay attention to her super, she flies, tosses you in the sky,
Chris, you played Monster Hunter, okay? All right.
You're not gonna tell me the character's not cool as hell.
They're the same level at this bitch.
Nah, you get gut. Monster Hunter slices, dices you,
Oh, God.
rages like Wolverine. Like
You played Monster Hunter. Okay?
the giant
Come on.
bow and arrow.
Oh, God. She got them, too.
How do you know she got 2 sticks? She got 2 sticks. Okay,
She got an eagle.
Okay, look. Let's all be fair here, right? We just saw the 2 characters.
Well, Zangief is perfect, by the way.
And
Zangief's design is perfect. I love Zangief.
Actually, he has a pretty good design. I'm not gonna lie. I'm just gonna hate on him because he's a grappler. But
yeah, design-wise.
then you see Cammy here.
Oh my God. Probably one of the best-looking characters I've ever seen in a long time.
Like, you're not gonna tell me that this design wasn't sick, and not to mention, this is like a 20-year-old character.
Okay, first of all, let me just pause it. Okay, pause. She just had, like, lip injections.
It's ScarJo. She's ScarJo.
Oh, and look at her fucking waistline. Like, she's just so slim. Meanwhile, Chun, like, looks like she aged, right? Okay, obviously she's still fit and fine, but she's like J-Lo, She aged pretty good, but she aged. This bitch Cammy, she's easily like, what, 67, right? But bitch looks like 12.
She should be older than me at this point, right? She should be older than me and you.
Probably like what? She looks like really like 19 or 23. That's the range.
She
right?
has to be one of the greatest looking characters. Look, I never liked fighting Cammy ever. I even used Cammy in Street Fighter V for a little bit. I hated every second of it. I hated using that character. But I'm gonna be real.
She's fine as fuck.
This looks ridiculous.
Yeah. Look at her. Fucking goddamn perfect. Oh my God. And look at that pose. And I wonder what's the plus frames with those jumps. Those dive kicks.
Look at that. You saw that super? Hold on. Yo, like let's look at that super.
Oh, that fucking flat stomach, thick hips.
Oh,
It's too good.
this is ridiculous.
Yeah, she's by far the best designed character in this game so far, okay? From all the characters that's been announced, she looks the best.
Look at that
for the version
picture.
of that character, right? Well, to be fair, Blanca looks good for Blanca.
Yeah, he actually looks like a new character. DJ
Blanca looks Blanca.
DJ looks like he ate like freaking 10 meals before he went to he went to Street Fighter 6. Like,
well, actually, Jury is a good design too. I forgot about that.
Yeah, Ken and Ryu or whatever. DJ's also kind of whatever, but his gameplay with Rekkas and stuff like that, I feel like that's ultimately. His gameplay is definitely just really, really cool, very different for the character, because honestly, let's be real, nobody wants to see regular DJ anymore. Like, I don't want to just see 2 kicks, flash kick, sonic boom, right? Like, it's definitely whatever. Like, the rest of the cast, Zangief looks kind of cool. Who else from Dawson? I mean, he kind of looks as stupid as Street Fighter V, so I don't feel like anything changed there. Jury, the gameplay seems actually pretty simple. Chun-Li's a little different. Obviously, Chun-Li's design is different, which is, I guess I'll wait for Champ to come back. But I was mentioning, do you think, right, so they're making toys, right? They're making toys and everything for this, T-shirts, all this stuff, right? Do you think they're going to use the new model for Chun-Li? I was really thinking about this. Don't ask me why. I forgot the conversation. But I was really wondering, like, when all the stuff that comes out, freaking like I said, the T-shirts, the toys, all these figures, all this stuff. Like, I don't know. I feel like that'd be pretty weird to see. Like you got all these Chun-Li figures, and then you see the new Chun-Li, and you're like, do I want to buy something that involves that? Hold on, give Champ a second.
Okay, I'm back.
I was saying, do you think that when they make figures and stuff and T-shirts and all that, you think they're gonna use new Chun-Li design?
Why? What's wrong with that?
I'm just saying, like, because it doesn't look like it would look good. Like if you see like a new figure for Chun-Li, I feel like it wouldn't.
Okay.
It would look like NBCI Chun-Li.
No, I have a statement there. Like, I'm never gonna complain about Chun-Li in Street Fighter 6 or any Street Fighter 5 because we've seen by far the worst Chun-Li in NPCI, right? So anything after that is just best, like the best version already. So
everything.
So everything, right?
Street Fighter 4's Chun-Li's big hands. They had to nerf it, I think, at some point.
Everything. So yeah. So let me see. Ken was okay. He's not bad. Okay, Dawson though, I know I might be biased, but his design in this one, he looks mad broken. But then again, so far every character looks mad broken too. So
actually, imagine a Street Fighter 6 Ken figure.
Yeah, right. That's not so cute.
Like imagine it's like, oh, who is that? Oh, you know, some guy who does DP and Hadouken.
At least Blanca, you would know it's Blanca. And Blanca looks so good for Blanca for reals, though. Like, I know Blanca, his design, his looks doesn't compare to Cammy. But like I'm saying, like, going from Blanca's aesthetics, his looks, going to this version of Blanca, how he looks more alive, is so good.
He definitely looks more alive. His expressions are real.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
yeah.
He doesn't look like he's just a monster anymore. He looks like he actually smiles and dances and, you know, and he goes to restaurants and eats food. Like,
yeah.
But, yeah, I mean, honestly, right now, like, I didn't really care about the other characters for Street Fighter 6.
It's Android 18.
Yeah, ScarJo 18.
This is Android 18, right? Wait, so the Android 18. So sorry, I didn't really know. I'm sorry for jumping to Dragon Ball. So sorry. I just wanted to ask you. So Android 18 is with that weak, bald character.
Yeah, Krillin. That's his wife.
So how did he bag that?
Actually, that's a good question. Nobody really knows. All we do know is that he had the opportunity to stop Cell, but he instead of saving the world, he saved her and allowed Cell to absorb her.
What a goddamn simp! That's a simp right there.
Not to mention, she never talked to him, and at the same time tried to kill all of his friends.
Okay, I have a question.
So that was a little weird. That one didn't make any sense.
So is Android 18, that's just her name, Android 18, or is she still an android or a human being? Or
well, she's part human and part machine. She did give birth. So
oh shit, so she got all the insides that's needed for Krillin to make a family. Alright, sorry, I had to jump there. So I had to make it clean. Okay, so alright. Oh man, that's kinda sick. Damn, that's crazy that fucking guy Krillin did something. You know what? That guy Master Roshi, that guy's a goddamn. I wouldn't want to say this.
He's a fun guy.
He looks like he used to be. Master Roshi looks like the guy that used to run Evo. I'm so sorry. Like you know, but okay, let's move forward, guys. I'm so sorry. Master Roshi is so sick though. Okay, let's go.
Come on!
Let's move on. I'm sorry, Chris.
No. I main Roshi.
Oh, you did?
I main Roshi right now, DBS.
Mr. Roshi?
Yeah, I main Master Roshi.
Oh, Master Roshi. I thought it was Mr. Roshi. Mr.
Another
Roshi.
mission
Hold on,
awaits.
hold on. Let me pause on her look real quick. I didn't actually see her look.
Look at her. She's so fine.
Dog, look at that!
Look at that face, bro.
What is that?
So fine.
Yo, that's ridiculous.
Yeah, dude. The design is just perfect.
Yo.
Not to mention her eyes. And what's up with her lips doing that?
I think it's a Street Fighter 5 thing. They gave her the duck lips, and I think they brought it back. I actually didn't pay attention to it right now. They gave her back her duck lips.
I like that.
Another
That's actually
mission
what makes it cute.
awaits.
Not cute, actually. She's not cute. She's beautiful. Hot. Sexy. Not cute.
What about this guy right here?
Oh. Oh, God.
I still can't believe that's the cover.
Okay. I have nothing against those people, like, but he looks like, I don't want to say that, but I guess like he looks mentally challenged. If there's any,
Yeah, like what is this?
Okay.
What?
Mentally challenged.
Like,
This look version looks mentally challenged.
like why is that his? My
Crazy.
confused thing is even if he looked like this, right? Why is that his expression? Like, why is his eye squinted? It doesn't.
The chat said look like like he's having a stroke, or like looks like saying like he just busted one.
Like it doesn't
my
make
God.
any sense. Like,
I don't know why you put him in a cover. Why did I put Cammy there or Chun Li?
dog, if Cammy was on the
Jury.
cover, I'd buy 3 copies.
Yeah, right.
Like what is? Oh my god! But you know what? They probably paid off Zen to lose. I think that's what happened. They paid Zen to lose so that Luke could win Street Fighter 5.
I don't know why. I don't know Luke, man. I don't know. He's not one of the. So Luke reminds me a lot of Gohan. I don't like it.
Yeah, like they want him to be like the strongest character, but he still doesn't look like it. Like he just my man's opened a gym. Like you think that means he's the strongest character? No, people who open gyms are whacked here. They usually turn into garbage. You know who goes to those gyms? The actual strongest person in the world. That's who goes to those gyms. But yeah, let me change this screen. We don't need to look at this guy no more. We don't need to look at this guy. Get this guy out of here. Like, man, stop trying to force things down our throats. You know what I'm saying? Like,
It's gonna be great, man. It's gonna be so good.
But,
Excited.
But yeah, right now, my characters are looking pretty good. I don't care.
Who's your character?
I don't care about
Cammy?
the rest of the new characters, but it's gonna be Jamie just because he's cool as hell.
What? Jamie?
But if Guile, I'm gonna be playing Guile. He already looks like he's top tier, and I feel like even if they nerf him, he's still gonna be top tier because he's just his kit is too good for the game right now.
Yeah.
And then of course Cammy. I don't really care about the other characters. I'm gonna be trying them all because I'm gonna be streaming the game like about 5 days a week. So of course
Dawson's gonna be the best.
So of course everybody will be
In my
looked
heart.
at except for Zangief because you already know I'm not messing with a character like that. The only character I did mess with like that was Abigail because he was actually kind of fun. But the rest of them, no. Lily looks kind of whack. Kimberly whack. Freaking Manon. Actually, this girl, what's her name? The Spartan. I just forgot her name.
Spartan? Oh yeah,
Marissa.
that too.
Marissa actually looks kind of cool. Like I will admit, I want
With
to
a
duff.
stick.
Yeah.
What's the guy with a stick?
Oh,
JP.
Yeah, JP.
Yeah, that guy's cool looking.
He seems like your type of character for sure. No,
Yeah. I like JP for sure, and I want to play. Obviously Dawson, but I want to try to play JP. I'm not gonna play any other character. I'm playing Dawson because my attention span to play Street Fighter is a lot shorter than playing Marvel games. So, but then I have a good couple years to play Street Fighter. But like Marvel, I can play it for forever. So
Yeah.
I'm kind of excited for that.
Am I going to be running top tier? Oh, 100%. When I say I'm going full in, I'm going full in. That doesn't mean I'm going to play the best character in the game, but I will pick a character that is top tier, but fits my style. So, you know, like I said, if Dio's top tier, gonna use him. Jamie's top tier, gonna use him. Cammy's top tier, I'm gonna use her. Right? So there's gonna be characters that come out. Obviously, there's gonna be more and more characters. And I also said if DJ's top tier, I'm gonna be using DJ. So because again, he has Rekkas. He's got double Sonic Boom. Never forget that. He got double Sonic Boom, so that seems like something.
Play DJ, bro.
I'm gonna play DJ. He got combos. You already know how I feel about combos.
You ain't playing no goddamn fucking DJ, okay? Like, nobody plays that character.
Come on, man. Even if he's top tier.
Okay, name a top player that plays DJ.
Because he sucks.
Just one.
He sucks.
No, just one. No, just name me. Give me a top player that you know that plays DJ.
None of them.
Okay, in the history of Street Fighter, name one.
It's because he sucks. I was gonna say Afro Legends.
Come on, Afro Legends was not a DJ player. He played some DJ, but he's a Balrog main. All right. Like I'm talking like the guy who plays like kind of like Tokido plays Akuma, Daigo plays Ryu, or Guile. Chun-Li, Ricky, Justin, fucking Karen, Rufus, right? Chris G, Sakura, Guile, right?
Look,
you know what I'm saying? FChamp, Dawson, Snake Eyes.
This is Street Fighter 6.
Okay, so I'm just saying, name me a top of the food chain player that you know, or like a top 50 player. Let me give you a 50 that plays DJ. That's what I say. Nobody plays DJ, guys. Nobody does.
But nobody can make him work. It wasn't possible. He was just that whack.
What do you mean? There was one Japanese player who came to Canada Cup that was so good with DJ. Remember?
Man.
Okay, but we know the name. That's what I'm saying. And he was not a top player, top of the food chain, or like a top 50 player. But what I'm saying, like he was by far the best one I've seen. And I don't remember his name.
Also, if Sean is in the game, I'll main Sean 100%. I actually think Sean might be in the game. I think he might be DLC.
Okay. So, Sean. Yeah, I guess he could. He was top tier in like what? The
second impact.
Second impact.
I mained him in Third Strike, even though he was the worst character.
Whack?
Beyond whack. Garbo tier. His
Yeah, there's not a lot of those players.
Yeah. But yeah, no, I just think it's because a lot of the characters' designs changed. Like, Chun-Li's design, like, I've always still kind of liked Chun-Li. Her design in Street Fighter 6 looks very off-putting, right? So it's like, even if I wanted to play her, she just doesn't look right. Like, her buttons look really ugly. The elbow, you've seen her elbow? That move? It's probably the worst no more I've ever seen since, like...
Bro.
Since, I don't know, anything. Like, literally, it's like one of the worst normals I've ever seen.
Bro, Nemo is watching my match versus him. It's I keep getting tagged. That's why it's like, so I visit his stream, he's watching it. And I was like, oh my god, I don't want to watch it. There's a lot of drama behind this. I don't want to watch it. I don't want to watch it. So, a lot of people were saying, during this set, like Justin after this, he was like, yo, you were not going up ever. How come you're only going down TAC or side? I said, yeah, I made that decision to always go for those TACs because Nemo is only breaking down or side. So, but I wanted to hurt because since most of the set I had lead and he catches up, then I build the lead and he catches up. I make sure that I never would go for up. It's so rare. I've probably gone up like a couple of times. That's why he broke a lot of TACs because it was supposed to be a 50-50. I go side or down. I wanted to hurt both ways, but that was kind of like the bad decision. Like I know if I have a lead, I should just play it more safe. But usually when I have a big huge lead, I take a slight risk. That would not hurt me all the way. That's why he never took the lead. I always had a lead, but he always caught up. Then I have to build another lead, and hence it became fucking 1919. But
Hey,
terrible decision.
It made it more enjoyable. So at the end of the day, you made it out. But I guess the last announcement is speaking of Marvel, right? Bum's Birthday Bash 2023.
Yeah.
So 13K pot bonus for DBFZ and 6K pot bonus for Marvel. So he will actually be hosting Marvel. $6,000 pot bonus. So if you guys want to support Bum, you want to support Marvel, you want to support DBFZ, obviously, you know, show up to Bum's birthday. Let me see the date. It is March 31st through April 2nd. It is a whole weekend venue. O-Sync, I don't know where that is, but it's in New York. And yeah, they're making it happen.
Oh my god. Oh my god. This is what, 2014, I think? September? So that was what, 9 years ago? Damn, I look the same.
I don't feel like I changed too much.
Yeah, you too. You don't look like you aged too as well. It's kind of
I just matured, I guess.
But I look the same-ish, I guess. I don't feel like I got older too, but I don't feel old as well. I don't have any fucking aches or anything like that. Luckily. But I just have to count calories and not eat a lot and eat like once a day. But yeah. It's Marvel. Look at Oliver. Oliver doesn't age too, guys.
Oh yeah,
Killer Kai
is still doing kick flips and
fucking Christ. Oliver doesn't age. Every time I see him, like, but what the fuck is happening?
I mean, you know,
that's but then my hairline never recedes, though, guys. So it doesn't matter if I had hair or not. So I'm never losing my hairline. It's not in my grandpa always at the age of, when my grandpa died, like when he was like 82, he was dead. He died at 82. He still had perfect hairline. And apparently, I don't know if this is correct, okay, but I just heard it. But apparently, you get your hairline from your mother's father. Okay, I'm not sure.
Yeah,
I'm not sure about that, guys. But I heard that only. So don't just take that. That's what it is. But I heard that. Okay, and most of the time, I guess. Yeah.
For all we know, you are 100% right. So
who knows? Nobody knew, right? Like it's just like I just heard that. Okay, I'm glad Oliver heard that too. Yeah.
But yeah, Champ, is there anything else you want to say? Any other news? Anything going on?
Oh, yeah. I just want to ask something. I asked this to CJ because CJ had kid, but this is just not fighting game related. It's about of those, is this true or not true moments, okay?
Here we go.
So, okay, this is a disclaimer. I'm not planning on having kids. It's just a conversation that I have with my friends who has many kids, okay? Hyro has like 6, CJ has 7, so my closest friends has multiple kids already, so, but I just want to so I asked them, because one of my close friends, Lando, I don't know if you guys remember him.
Yeah,
he told me
Lando del God.
So he was like, oh, yo, Champ, whenever, if ever one day you want to have a kid, I have an advice. It's like, what is that? So if you want a boy, you want to be rough. You want to beat the crap out of her. Not physically, but, in the moment of making love.
That sounds worse than if you would have just said it.
Yeah, you want to be rough. You want to be rough. But if you want a girl, hold on, okay, first of all, let me just continue. So, but if you want a girl, you want to be sweet, have some candles, make love, and that's going to be a girl. So, when he told me that, I went ahead and tried to verify that information to my friends who has made kids. So I was like, who's the best person to ask than CJ? My man got experience. You're talking about CJ got like what 3 different baby mamas in his life, and he had 7 kids, right? So I go ask CJ. I said, bro, let me just ask you a question about, because this is what Lando said. Is this true? And then he sat down and he started thinking. No, it's not true. It's like he went back in time, and then he was just like, no, that's not true, because when I made my son, which is Josiah, I'm pretty sure I made love, and it was a son that I got. And then I countered, how are you sure that when that he was made that time? Was that the only time you guys did it? Maybe the other day that you did it, this has happened, that you were a bit rough. And I was like, no, because that was from my first wife or girlfriend. And so I was always sweet. I was like, oh shit, it's not true. So I went ahead and asked Hyro, and he said that the opposite. But then when he didn't make love, he also bore girls. So I said, maybe my sample size is just too small, that I don't have enough data to come up with a conclusion, because there's always going to be outliers, right? So that's why I went ahead and asked you guys, have you guys ever heard about that? That's, that folklore, right, if you wanted to do that.
You see, but that's the thing. How would you remember the exact day and way that it happened? Like what if it's like a everyday thing, Like, this ain't like a weekend thing, like a special moment, like she lives somewhere else and only comes once a month,
Like,
and then one time
literally comes once a month, or like goes to you once a month. What are you talking about?
Come on, stop it!
I'm
Stop
actually confused. What do you mean by that? Literally comes once a month, or goes to you, to your location once a month? I want to know, Chris.
You know what,
we're talking
man?
about chromosomes here, how things are. I want you to make sure. What is it?
Look, I'm done. All right. Neo, take the reins. Come on. Killer Kai, help me out here, man. Help me out here. Come on.
Oh my god, this is so funny.
Yeah, like, imagine there's actually some type of science to that. Like, it sounds like it would be like the funniest thing ever. Like, I have 10 kids, and think about
it. That's really just a question, you know what I'm saying? That I don't know the answer. It's like those things that your close friends tells you that you're like, oh, I guess I'm just gonna believe it. Who cares? But then I'm gonna verify it also to my friend. So it's just like one of those things,
My man's 70 years from now is gonna die, go to heaven, and then he's gonna see God, and God's
I'm gonna tell you a story.
God's gonna be like,
okay,
you're gonna ask God, you're gonna be like, hey, just quick question, how did I have my children? And God's gonna be like, you know what, Lando was right. And that's it. Like, that's gonna be the end of FChamp's existence. Lando was right.
Okay. I'm gonna tell you a story, Chris. So this is, I usually obviously I've been in America for a while, but I do visit the Philippines quite often, and this is when I was young. So I think I was like 7 or 8 years old. I visited, I think 8 or 9. I'm not sure, exactly, but it's between from 7 to 9 years old. And then I go there to this small town. It's like a provincial area where my grandma and my grandfather's houses are, right? So in that house, in that big compound area, there's like big trees. It's like a gated community, but it's really just a bunch of my family members there in like multiple houses, right? So I go there, and then for the summer, I go visit, spend time with my grandma, that I truly love, and then they told me, my grandpa told me, never climb the tree and play there by the tree area, because we're all there, a bunch of big trees there, big trees with like fruits and shit. I don't know forgot what it's called. And then they're like, it's like, why? Because there's there's this dwarf. It's called the Nunu. They call it Nunu in the Philippines. A Nunu is like a dwarf there. That's his territory, so you don't go there and don't mess with that area, okay? Because the dwarf's gonna do something bad to you. So in my mind, I was like, oh shit, there's a dwarf. He thought I was gonna be scared. So what I did was, I totally did the opposite. Okay, I was like, all right, I'm gonna wait for my grandpa to go upstairs, and I'm gonna go downstairs. I'm gonna go mess with that fucking dwarf. I'm gonna look for this fucking dwarf. There's Nunu. So I go there by the tree. I keep looking like a fucking goddamn idiot because I didn't believe. I just kept looking. I climbed the tree. I hang out. I even grabbed the fruits that I wasn't gonna eat to see if the fucking, the little, I would say big dwarf. That is such an oxymoron.
The little Nunu.
Yeah, the little Nunu was gonna come out and get mad at me and cast a spell, whatever, right? He didn't come out. Like, this is fucking strange. Okay, so what I did was I'm so bad. I fucking whipped it out and started peeing around it. And motherfucker, you're gonna come out, start peeing around the tree, fucking destroy the area, like where the sand, where the soil is. I fucking dug a bunch of shit, peed on it, fucking put all the fruits, throw it there. And then I was like, oh, man, now I know. So now I go back inside the house. I was like, in my mind, I was like, man, I knew there was no such thing as a goddamn Nunu. No such thing whatsoever. Next day, I come out, maybe he was out for vacation or he went to a different tree. All right, I'm going to go do it this shit again. So I go there. I grab some water, I put some of my toys around too. I fucking start jumping, climb the tree. And then I got caught by my fucking grandpa, right? And this oh my God, he got so mad. I was like, I wasn't really worried because there's no such thing as spanking here, in California. You get called the fucking cops, right? For, I forgot what it's called, but child abuse, right? I go to the Philippines, a third world country, very conservative. My grandpa beat the shit out of me. He got this fucking big ass belt. And then the belt, he didn't hit me with the belt, he hit me with the buckle. It really whooped me. When my first whooping of my life. It's like, oh my God, I keep fucking running. He kept chasing me. He's faster for some reason. And this fucking grandpa, he just kept hitting me. I was like, oh, I started crying. My grandma saved me. She was so sweet. And after all this shit, I realized, I learned a lesson. There was no Nunu, but my grandpa is real. So I knew
the lesson.
The lesson. There was no dwarf Nunu. Okay, that is not real. But grandpa is real. So for sure, from now on, I am not going to the tree because for sure my grandpa is real, right? So it's like, but then I understand oh wow. So I understood that there's certain rules, but I had to understand the repercussions. That was the repercussion. I believe now. But that shit was crazy. So there's so many folklores out there. I just had to, I just.
Oh, you gotta figure it out by peeing on the freaking. By peeing on the tree.
It's like, what the fuck is a Nunu? You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? So let's if I tell you that if you do that, there's a fucking dwarf. You're not gonna be curious. You're not gonna fucking want to know.
Of course.
They even had this thing. They said that there was the house there in a particular area in the Philippines. That if you go there to that street, it's there's a white lady. So a white lady, like a white ghost that's walking around. It's like, shit, I want to go there. I want to go there. I really want to meet this white lady. I wanted to know, I want to be friends. I wanted to know, I want to interview this person. What the fuck happened? Why are you still mad? Can we be friends? It's not going to hurt me because she's a ghost. Maybe we can be friends, right? I just wanted to know, but then just no such thing. So I'm never scared of the dead. I mean, until maybe someday they show up and they're real. These zombies come out, right?
That's the quotations. They're real.
I just wanted to show you, obviously, there's always folklores out there, only in that region, in different regions in the world. There's always going to be folklores that these people believe, and they might be real for them. Maybe they've experienced them, but that's why I want to go to these areas and experience it for myself, so I can also share the story. But obviously, failed multiple times. I only got a goddamn belt buckle.
All right, you know what? I wonder what episode. What episode is it gonna be, where Champ is like, "Look, I got a girl. I got a girl. You want to know what I did that day?"
What?
No, you're gonna tell us whether or not it was love making. And that's it. That's how you know if there's no Nunu.
Yeah. there's no a lot of these fake stories. You know what I mean? Like, I just wanted to know.
It'll be
I
like
just wanted to know.
episode like 57 or something. Like
It was so good.
it'll be like,
It
yeah.
was
By
so
the
good.
way, we found out, guys.
You
Oh
found out,
man.
because my friend Lando. You know what I mean? It's just Lando is a changed man, guys. He's not the same as you guys thought. The character he was pertaining into the streams before. He's not even close to that. Like, because he was playing the scumbag role. As I don't know, Chris, if you remember, but he's not even close to that in real life.
Yeah,
To
yeah,
his
for
actual
sure.
real personality, not even close. It's just such a nice guy, fucking super responsible, really chill. But then on stream, everybody thinks the scumbag stealing my money. Yeah, so it's kind of cool.
Good times, man. Good times. Honestly, I feel like I'm not gonna forget this. Like, I feel like, well, I'm gonna have a kid in like 3 years or something. Like something's gonna pop up in the back of my mind. It's just be FChamp's face just smiling. Like, and I'll be like, wait a minute, and that's it. Like, it's gonna be like in the clouds. It's gonna be like, Chris, remember, remember what Lando said. And I'll be like, wait a minute, okay, I got you. Figure it out.
He's the goat.
Oh my god. Look at Lando's face. Oh man. Good times, man. Good times.
Yeah, good times.
Well, an amazing way to end the freaking goddamn thing.
Is it like this? Yeah, that's right. The Dormammu. FGTV Neo, is it? Oh yeah, there it is. I still have them. This is kind of cool.
Yo, young Neo is real.
Yeah, Neo's so talented too, man. Imagine, like, he doesn't really put much time into it, but he's always been very, very good.
Neo, it's your time to win Evo. I believe in you, man.
I would be very happy for him.
I'm rooting for you.
I'm pretty sure Neo can confirm this. Like, at the moment I won Evo, I went downstairs to avoid all the chaos. I escaped, and he went with me, and it's like, bro, I'm so fucking hungry. I haven't eaten in like 36 hours. We went to the food court, and I grabbed some pizza, and he was there with me the whole time. It was fucking sick.
Nice.
Like, I had to escape the chaos. Because, like, imagine, I didn't, it's like, because I have this belief that if I eat, I become sluggish and I become weak. Like,
oh yeah, I never eat at all.
Because my body is using some of its resources to metabolize the food that I can consume. So I won't be able to give all my energy to my mind, right? So that's why I just drink the entire day of the tournament. We always eat after, right, Chris?
Yeah.
Which is actually
What did
pretty
I do?
insane.
After I won Evo, I went.
Mm-hmm.
I think I went to that food court, and I'm pretty sure I had pizza. Like, like that was my Evo meal, because it was early still. So I was like, wow, it's like really early. What do I do now? I was like, oh, hey, you want some pizza? Fries? Yeah, fries. Okay, definitely. I completely forgot, but
Got
for
excited.
I definitely. It was so early. It's crazy when because I got top 8. I got top 8 one time at DBFZ.
Yeah, I will go to Vegas. I will go to Vegas with Noel and you guys. Hang out there for a few weeks. If it's too long, then I can always get an Airbnb and host the gaming there, whatever. It doesn't really matter. I don't really care. And maybe host the FGTV stream in Vegas. Who the fuck knows? Maybe I do FGTV stream in Vegas. And then have all the matches there, and etc. You know what I mean?
Nah, for sure. If there's something that's gonna get me back into Marvel, it'll definitely be like if you guys show up. But other than that, yeah, I'm definitely just gonna be streaming everything else. And of course, when Street Fighter 6 comes out, I'm gonna be streaming that for sure. So
yeah,
we'll see.
Imagine that.
Only time will tell.
It's Street Fighter and Marvel every day, bro. For 2 or 3 weeks. That would be kind of insane, guys. What do you guys think?
It's been so long. It's been so long since we've done just Street Fighter and Marvel. Holy crap!
That's gonna be so good.
Damn, that sounds.
I remember
sounds
before
like
when
the
I
good
did
old
that.
days.
That was sick. The thing is, like, also, Chris, every Evo I usually have a money match going. Like, okay, for instance, like 2013, right? We lost to Nemo. 2012, I basically money match everybody. I think 2013, I also money match full schedule there, which I beat his ass. 14, what was that in my room? We had let me see, 14. I think was it Cross and RF? I think so. Don't worry about the results. Of course, I won there. 2015 was the team tournament Japan. Team tournament Japan versus USA, which is me, Clockwork, Ray, and Cloud 805 versus Nemo, RF, Cross, and Cho. And then I had Duo Kevin also, that one. 2016, what was it, 2016? That was like Street Fighter. I have a money match 2016? I'm not sure what it...
I have no idea. All I know is that when
I'm so
Street Fighter
sorry.
5 came out,
I
money
always
matches
have
were a
money
thing of the
matches every
past.
Evo. Oh, was there Marvel 3 in 2016? Yeah, because you won that.
Yeah.
Then 17. Oh no, 2016 I know now. It was the captain versus captain match. Fucking round rob. It was like Team Cloud versus Team FChamp, and then we get to pick from the room in the Salty Suite. And I believe it was just like
Oh, was that the one that
few...
I went to and I just instantly left afterwards? I was like,
I forgot.
I need
Yeah.
to get the hell out of here.
So we did that. In 2017, so I was in my place. Oh yeah, no, I didn't have money match in 2017 because I was busy playing Street Fighter. And oh yeah, 2017 I didn't do have money match because that was by far the most busy Evo for me. Though I did only play 2 games for Marvel and Street Fighter, and I wasn't really focusing on Marvel during that time. I had so much responsibilities for, sponsors, whatever, and MVCI, responsibility. So I was doing with Xavier Woods as well. So that was by far the most busy Evo that I've had. So 18 I didn't do much. I only got 9th at Evo. That's kind of hurt. 19 I didn't go. 20 there was none. 21 there was none. 22 there was still none. Then yeah.
This is it.
Now.
This is the year.
There's no Evo with those. Wait, when was the last Evo? Like not counting online. 2019? Was it 2019 the last Evo? Or 2018?
I'm trying to remember. Huh? I think 2019 because I think that's when I got top 8 for DBFZ.
2019 probably. Who won 2019 then? Bonchan? Right?
Actually,
probably Bonchan won 2019. Because Problem X is 2018. Then Taquito 2017. Yeah, that's right. Bonchan won. Okay, that was quite. Yeah, that's right. Okay, yeah. So 2020 was the dead Evo because it was nothing, and then 2021 was dead. 2022 was still dead. So for 3 straight years, Evo was just online, huh? Oh no, 2022. What was 2022? Was it still online?
Oh yeah, no, that's a Pokemon Evo.
No, 2022 was a real Evo.
Yeah, Pokemon Evo.
Yeah, but what was in 2022?
That
was a real Evo, right? I didn't go to that one.
I didn't pay attention at all. Yeah.
Oh, you didn't go?
Kawano won. Oh no, I went. I didn't.
Oh, so
it was
okay.
rough.
So you went, right? You've gone to that Evo, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So what was that Evo feel?
Oh, like, it was terrible.
You'll be perfect to describe these things because you've been to multiple Evos and you know the Evo that I'm talking about. Like
it was.
So why is it terrible?
It was the worst Evo in terms of like almost everything. The games.
What?
The games weren't as exciting.
Yes, not the games. I'm talking like the experience.
The convention itself was terrible. The amount of commercials, absolutely insane. It was too big and you couldn't see what was going on like half the time. You couldn't really see what games were being played. You couldn't see what finals were being played. Like, yeah, like everything was just going on. Then they had the artist alley, which was actually like pretty big. Like everything else was big except for the actual like gaming. I felt like I was at.
Oh.
I felt like I was at a regular convention.
So, and also, did you go? So, Evo is what, Thursday or Friday there? Did they change it to 4 days now versus
No, no, it was the weekend.
still Friday, Saturday, Sunday
Yeah.
Evo? Okay. So, Friday, Saturday, Sunday Evo.
So
Okay.
technically, it's only 2 days, right? So Friday, Saturday, because third day is
No,
different venue.
no, we're always 3 days, baby.
No,
No,
I just mean as in like
we're always 3 days.
most people aren't going there. So
Like, I'm gonna tell you guys my motivation for those Evos, because like we buy Evo ticket, you only really pay for the first and second for the first 2 days. The third ticket, which is the Sunday finals, is a separate ticket that you pay for. It's something extra, something really small, like maybe $40 or $50, whatever. To go to the Mandalay Bay, whatever, right? I never buy that at all because I
course not.
wanted to an added motivation to get top 8 to get that ticket. Like, I know it's so small. It's not about. It's just I just needed any amount of motivation that I can get, right, from anything.
I've never bought that ticket.
I would love that.
I'm not wasting my time
So I
trying
never
to buy
buy those.
that ticket because I'm not going to be there. So if I'm not on finals, I don't deserve to be at finals. Like,
Yep, absolutely. That is my mentality. It's like, why the fuck would I watch this shit if I didn't qualify? I
Yeah.
want it to be fucking. I want it to be a torture. I want it to be a constant reminder. So anything. So guys, if you guys see me at Evo, do your best to talk shit. Okay, call me names, anything. Okay, I need them all. Okay, boo me, whatever. Don't cheer. Anything. All right.
Don't cheer.
Don't
Hate
cheer.
me.
I swear. It was very hard. Yeah, but I mean NorCal can cheer because NorCal has always been there for me. Yeah, I'm a pussy for sure, right? Yep.
Screw
Don't
that
cheer.
guy.
Like, obviously you can talk all that crap. It's all good, It's all open. It's all good.
Oh man.
Yeah.
This is gonna be a good year. Hopefully, we all get some games in. We all get some
Yeah,
good
for
practice
sure.
in. I'm trying to make something happen. I'm trying to.
Are we gonna gamble too?
I mean, most likely, we'll see. We'll see.
Okay, I'm gonna just throw it out there. Okay, if I win Marvel, Chris, we're gonna go to the casino, and whatever that check is, because I don't really care about that amount. I probably wait. No, I have to pay taxes for that one. Whatever. Let's say it's 25,000. Let's just say it's 25,000. Whatever amount. Whatever. It doesn't matter. Let's just say a free amount. 20,000.
15K. 15K.
Okay, let's just
probably
say
better.
15K, and I have to pay taxes, which is 5,000, right? Whatever. So let's say 10K. All right. So what I'm gonna do is that I'm gonna bet the 10K into black or red, and I could give a fuck because the trophy alone matters a lot. Like anything winning in general. So like maybe Street Fighter is better, but like I'm just gonna do that because I don't really care.
I got you on black. Do black.
Yeah, I don't care.
and then we lose. Champ would be like, I want the red. Well, that's what you get for
It
listening. to me.
doesn't matter. It's not about that. It's like when you're that cloud 9 and because you won, right? Like they don't really. The money is irrelevant. He said, "Sponsor me in the fucking World Series." It's like, Neo, you want to go together? We can go.
Put it on 00.
But yeah, I will make my official decision on competing on April 1st. Because I got a few trips to do and a few things in job to do, and then after that, I'll make a decision about my full-time training. So excited.
For sure. It's gonna be a good year. But yeah, I think we are done here. I think we are done. We have everything that we've needed to say. But yeah, guys, thank you for tuning in. This has been another episode of The Gods Cancelled. Who wants to be a millionaire? I'm definitely, regardless of anything, gonna try to get just a little bit of that money, just a good amount of it, maybe. Who knows? Try to get some sponsors and whatnot. But this is gonna be a long year, especially for me playing multiple games. So yeah. Peace out, guys.
Mm-hmm.
Shout outs to FChamp for being here as always.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, we will see you next week.